And we are live. We're already live, but they can hear you now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TikTok creator stream of Curse of Strahd. Tonight, we return to our intrepid adventurers who so bravely ran into the dilapidated manor house on the hill to save a baby child from some sort of monster within the home. Well, at least that's what they want you to think, when in reality, they were just tired of being wet and scared on the road and ran in for some warmth. Unfortunately, they found the door locked behind them and spent a good half hour trying to break down and burn down the door before toxic gases seemed to emanate from the wood, causing them to choke and cough before they started to explore. They found some interesting things within the home. Being woken unarmed on the road, they have taken advantage of the random pieces of weaponry and shields, fireplace pokers, and firewood throughout the home to arm themselves. And they find themselves on the third floor balcony. Before them is a few doors and another suit of plate armor. The plate armor itself, as they look at it and start to move down the balcony, starts to move. And as it does, that is where we are picking up tonight's stream. I would like for everyone to please roll initiative. You can do so on the second tab on the right-hand side.
We're working on those pictures.
For those of you that have the audio issues still, if you turn your audio down for playlists and ambient down to the S of the word controls, it should not be overwhelming.
Fuck me and Tian, I guess.
I know. Every time.
Chris is not showing up in that list for me to hit a die roll on.
Oh yeah, she's not.
Oh, look at that. Chris actually escaped the initiative order. Give me one moment. There we
She
go.
has transcended!
I just need Abraham and Chris to roll.
You can roll from your character sheet too.
Yeah, bro, I was working on trying to fix these pictures.
Now I can.
Where's my initiative here? Where is it?
In the right side, top right. On your character sheet, it's in the top right.
Okay, there it is. Thank you. There we go, 18.
Music.
There we go. The party seemed to roll fairly well. And as the armor starts to move, and Rumari, being the closest to it, notices these movements first, she alerts the rest of the group to what's going on. And before combat actually begins, Chris, you notice the cat that has been lounging over your shoulder starts to stiffen up, and with a yowl, leaps from your shoulders onto the ground before you, before there is a shimmer of energy, and the distance you can hear what sound like church bells striking midnight. And as they do, you see the cat slowly transforming into a pale-skinned horned woman who stands before you. You recognize her from the tavern where you all started together. And Helvete, you take the initiative. You now realize that trying to piss off those traveling, colorful Vistani that were outside of the tavern was a very bad idea, as they seemed to put some sort of curse on you for the past 24 hours.
Ah! What?
Well, crap.
So, you
Well,
balcony, and you can see the suit of armor that seems to be moving and looks as if it is raising its hands to grab at Rumari.
Please.
Alright, I'll pull out my crossbow.
Tony,
And
adjust
scream.
the output
Watch
audio
out.
for the party because everyone else is fairly quiet. Now, Gibbs.
Is that
You
better
want
for the
to-
audio?
Yeah, you want to adjust the audio for everyone.
Yeah,
but
I
you.
just did.
Gibbs.
I just
On
did.
the left-hand side, you'll see the little square bracket that you used to select your token. Directly underneath that, you will see a little bullseye. If you click the bullseye and then click your target before using your attack, it will automatically target their AC and roll the damage for you.
I click
there-
that, I click the target.
And now you can start rolling your attack. You said you pull out your crossbow. So those of you that look back as you hear the cat growl, you see this woman standing, reaching for a crossbow at her waist, and firing at the suit of armor. The bolt crashing into it, and actually leaving a large puncture in the stomach area of the breastplate.
Oh.
Before we go any further from that, let's go down the
Watch out,
line.
guys.
We're going to go on initiative roll. I need everyone to speak for a moment just to make sure that everyone can be heard. So let's start with Helvete. Please speak a little bit.
You hear me now? Hello.
Hey. Kalen,
This is Kaylin speaking.
Abraham,
Hey, what's up? What's up? This is Abraham. This is Abraham.
Chrysadara,
Hello, Chrysadara, holding a fox.
Rumari,
Please save me. I'm not ready to die.
and Tian.
Howdy.
Okay. Chat, how is that? Is everyone able to be heard clearly? All right. Tony, turn up Gibbs' mic on your end. And then also turn up Kalen's mic a little bit for us. You right-click on their icons in the voice chat and Discord, and you can update their audio on your end there. All right, so with that, Helvete, you load your crossbow, you take aim, and even shooting just past Kalen and Rumari, you managed to strike this in the stomach. Is there anything else you would like to do this turn, or are you going to stay where you are?
Just scream, get down and stay where I am. I'm staying away from that thing.
Okay. With that, we move to the next piece of initiative, which will be Kalen.
Alright, Kaylin's gonna move in front of Tian like this, and Kaylin's going to ready an action that if the suit of armor attacks anyone, she'll attack back.
Okay. So you're readying action that when it attacks someone, you will attack in response.
Correct.
Okay. That being said, we come to Abraham. And Gibbs,
Okay.
if you would be so kind as to speak up on your turns because your volume is still a little bit low.
Well, I just adjusted their volume, so it should be better now. The user volume, I adjusted everybody like up to 189% for some people, so it should be better.
Okay.
All right.
Gibbs, can you talk for us for a moment?
So it should be better now. I just did that in Discord. I'm just gonna max everybody out.
Hear me?
You sound very is your headset actually picking up your microphone, or is it still picking up from your computer? Because it sounds like you are very far away.
It should be my headset.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
It's absolutely not. It sounds like
There's
it's
no way.
It sounds like it's about 3 or 4 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So try to work on that while we continue the initiative order. Abraham, you are up.
Well, what are we're fighting? What are we fighting here? What are we fighting? I'm sorry, I was adjusting things.
See a suit of plate mail that has animated and is currently
Okay.
reaching toward Rumari.
Oh,
as
that
a
thing that was
crossbow
up here before.
bolt.
Yes, that thing that was up here. Oh, if it's reaching for Rumari, oh.
Passing
Well.
through an ally's space is difficult terrain unless you are a halfling.
What should I do here then? Well, it hasn't attacked. It's just reaching for it, right? But it hasn't. Him reaching for him.
Correct.
It hasn't attacked, right?
Correct.
Okay. Rabbi, back up before it touches you. You don't know how dangerous it is yet. But until it attacks, maybe if we don't initiate violence, violence won't come on us. It looks like it's sent here to guard something. Let's find out what it's guarding before we move forward. That's the
Hey,
guess.
are you going to be holding any actions or just speaking to
I'm
Rumari?
going to hold. Well, I will hold the bless. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to cast bless on everybody again. Let me just cast bless right now, so I don't even have to worry about it.
What 3 are you choosing?
Obviously, I'm going to choose Rumari. Let's see who else is close. Kaylin. And myself. Those 3 people.
Selfless healer.
Yeah.
I'm a healer.
Mhm.
I'm a healer. All right.
Right.
Prepare.
Those of you that are blessed, you get an additional
Bring-
D4 on your attack, saves, and skill checks.
Bring forth the Thunder's light. Bring us peace. We may not experience any violence in these dark times.
With that, it comes to the animated armor. As it steps forward, it is going to make a slam attack against Rumari, but if it hits, it will not be doing damage. It is going to be attempting to grapple you, Rumari.
Cool.
So that is an attack of 16 versus your AC.
That hits.
Okay. With that, you are currently grappled.
I don't get to contest it yet.
Oh, give me contest it with an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay.
Natural 1 for the first roll of the night.
Ooh, that's
And
not
with
good.
that, Romari, it
That's
drags
not
you
good.
back.
Well, okay. I get my up attack, right? Or not up attack, my triggered attack.
You now get your ready to action, yes. A 19 absolutely hits, dealing 5 damage.
Well, hold on. It didn't give me the option to roll at disadvantage because I should have rolled that with disadvantage. So let me roll another d20 real quick.
Why would you be rolling with disadvantage?
Because I'm exhausted.
That's
one
agility
level of
check.
action from opening.
That's only ability checks for your first level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Never mind
So
that.
you also didn't roll the additional d4, but that's okay. You deal 5 damage to the armor. And as you do so, it takes its second attack.
Watch out!
And with its second attack, it is actually going to push Rumari, lifting her over the railing. And dropping her.
No! Rabbi! By the light of the thunder, you pay for your treachery! You evil piece of armor!
Rumari,
No!
As you fall, the spiral staircase starts spitting past you as you fall past those floors. And as you come and land on the ground below, it felt like you were falling for quite some time. Yet somehow, I don't know why Sir Gwillem rolled, somehow you only take 2 points of damage as you fall
Jesus.
20 feet. Having traversed rooftops and other places that you've been through before, you know how to take a fall, and you actually just roll with it, landing prone 3 floors on the ground below.
Sure, that's fine.
The wind knocked out of you, terror coursing through you as you fall. And what's unusual is you've fallen from heights similar to this before and just barely caught yourself. You know you should at least have broken bones, but somehow it's almost as if you only fell 2 stories rather than 60 feet. And with that, it comes to Chrysadara.
I would like to cast Firebolt at it, please. I just saw it yeet Ramari, and I'm very angry at it, so I want to set it on fire.
Make that
That's
bitch
entirely
pay.
fair. And as you shoot a firebolt at it, you did not have it targeted, unfortunately.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
But that's
Try that
okay.
again. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Sorry. Look at that.
Rolled better on the
Fire
second roll.
damage against the animated armor. Very nice. And as you see, the dents from the quarterstaff and the puncture wound from the crossbow bolt, you see that sections of the metal that have been torn away or broken over the years start to become red hot as it is damaged.
Mm.
And with that, do you move or would you like to stay where you are?
I would like to stay where I am, firmly behind people. I'm quite brave when I'm behind everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Take that!
It is on you. As you lay on the floor, gasping.
Yeah. Gonna take a second, take that in, and then I'm gonna get up. Oh fuck. And I guess I'm gonna try to get back up the stairs.
You start making your way back up the stairs. Please start
Yeah.
tracking your movement as you do so.
Sure. Is it? It's half movement to get up, right?
It takes half of your movement for the turn to get up. So if you dash, you can move a total of 30 feet this way.
45.
45 feet. 5, 10,
Yes.
15, 20. There.
Then
I was
come
about
down
to
one.
say.
25.
And then you are now on the second floor, so give me one moment. Those of you that are not able to see what Henry sees, they're actually on a different map from the rest of you, able to see where their character is.
Got it.
And now you're moving up to the... You're moving from here up and around.
Okay. This is 25, 30, 35, 40,
It pulled you to the other side. Hold on.
Yeah, I was yeeted.
Yeah, it actually pulled you the wrong way. So we'll switch that around, and you are currently here.
I think I'm having a problem with Foundry. Hold on.
And with that, it ends Rumari's turn. And it is now on Sir Gwillem. The dog that sees this happening
Dog rolled higher
is
than me.
whining and growling. Seeing what's going on, it starts to back away.
Poor Tian.
And in doing so, and yes, I am that kind of DM. The armor strikes at Sir Gwillem.
But that takes a reaction, so therefore it doesn't have a reaction.
And the dog
No! You
deftly
bastard!
drops down onto its haunches, ducking under the mauled fist that swings at it as it backs away, and it just starts barking loudly at this armor. And with that, we come to Tian.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at the armor.
Make sure the armor is targeted, and it will automatically roll its save.
Yes. Where is it?
Dude, maybe Rumari could have had
Where
better
is
rolls.
it?
That's mean.
I have a
I
plus
mean-
5. It's not my fault.
That was mean. That was mean.
Well, I didn't say you needed
Just
a
pour-
better
pour
stat.
salt in the
I
wound.
said you needed better rolls.
Just pour salt in the wound, why don't you?
I only took
My
2 points of
spell.
damage so far. It's fine. Everything is okay.
Pour salt in the wound. He's got lots of them now, right?
Tian, I am waiting
Just two.
I am waiting to see the guiding bolt roll.
I cast it from my Oh, there we go. Okay. It says I don't have any slots, but I haven't cast anything yet.
Yeah, let me double check that
at
for
all.
you. If that's the case, it didn't update your spell slots when we did the long rest.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't even cast any spells before that. It was just it's just been cantrips.
So what I'm going to do for now is just go, boop, there we go. Spellbook. Yeah, because it's showing that you have 0 of 2 first level spells.
Yeah.
There you go. Now go ahead and cast.
Let me read it. And cast. Did it do it? And it did.
24 will absolutely hit, dealing 15 radiant damage to the suit of animated armor. And as you do so, you see it lurch and tumble as the top half of the armor crashes over the railing, tumbling past with a loud clattering. Rumari, as you're running up the stairwell, do me a favor and just give me a dexterity save.
Joke. But okay.
I almost wanted to fail this just because it'd be funny. Is that terrible?
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right, with a 19, you hear a clattering noise, and as you see coming down the stairwell towards you as you're running, you definitely leap over the rolling helm of this suit of armor, like Mario leaping over a barrel in Donkey Kong, making your way back up top.
Oh, I had a blast to add to that too, but I passed anyway.
Yes. And with that, we are actually out of initiative order.
I'm going to immediately run to Sir Gwillem to see if he's okay.
I'm gonna go to Rumari. Ramari!
Kaylin will
Are
start
you
running
injured?
after Romari.
Do you require healing?
Oh
And she-
god.
You took quite a tumble there, but you don't look as... I thought you'd be dead.
Yeah, me too.
Here, I cast, let me go ahead and cast Cure Light Wounds. Here, my friend, take this. And this light comes from my hands, and, hold on. What do you gotta roll for Cure Light Wounds here in Foundry?
It's just cure wounds
Cure
in
wounds.
5e now.
Die next to Cure Wounds.
You can tell I'm so old. Cure Light Wounds. I'm sorry,
Tony,
guys.
I do that all the time. It's not you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cure some dark wounds. How do you like that?
Oh, don't you get racial with the wounds?
That is called inflict wounds.
I got that.
She's
too.
getting racial with wounds. I demand my revenge.
Make sure you target Rumari before
Oh,
you cast
okay.
it.
Oh, yeah. Let me try it. Here, Ramari, my friend.
Except for
take this.
the token has been removed. There you go.
Take this. I don't know how to target her. There we go. I guess that's
You
targeted.
use the bullseye symbol.
There we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Here, my friend. Cure wounds. 1d8.
Yeah.
Exactly what you need.
What? Don't I get a bonus though because of my something?
Plus
Or...
your wisdom modifier.
Yeah. So in actuality, you've actually 8 hit points. Cause 4. I guess. Wait.
I was about to say that's some
Yeah, but
wisdom
no,
right
Plus
my-
there.
your wisdom modifier.
Plus 4, so he actually gets. He gets 6. Yeah,
Or
my
you
friend.
get 6 hit points for free.
So I have 13 hit
So
points
this
now.
light comes from my hand, and I begin to like take this soothing action, like Mr. Miyagi. I'm rubbing it. Oi, and then all of a sudden the light comes from my hands, and I slowly wash it over Ramari, and all his wounds are healed. Ramari, my friend, do you feel better?
Yeah.
I pat him
Thank
on
you.
the back. I pat him on the back. Welcome
Kiana's
back,
just
then.
staring at Rumari and being like, I thought you were gonna be dead.
Yeah. Me too.
One thing I do need to note for Helvete. Being that you were under
Yes.
that curse and you were transformed, when you woke up in the campsite where everyone found all of their gear missing, you do not. You still have all of your possessions on you.
Yes. Yes. That would have made that crossbow bolt a little weird.
Mm.
You've got to
So-
I'm gonna look over the edge, over the stairs. Hi guys. I shot the right dude, right?
Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Who are you?
Or wait. Are you the bad guys?
Do I look like a bad guy?
Where are we?
I don't know.
One of you's falling down the stairs.
I was
Wait,
thrown.
is he okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Sir Willem is okay. My friend, my good dog. I'm sorry I had to wait on my friend Ramari first.
What happened to the dog?
I'm waiting for the DM to tell me if Sir Willem's okay. I ran over to check on him.
Well, I'll need you to give me a medicine check.
Sir Willem.
As all of you quickly surround the mostly starved pup.
I
Nah,
feed him.
I'll stay back.
I give him another potato.
That's actually really good for a medicine check.
You see no
I'm really good at
wounds on this
medicine
dog's
with
body,
wounds.
and from where you were standing, you were not able to see him actually duck underneath the mauled fist that came at him. He looks very malnourished. Other than that, he seems to be in good health, and from your knowledge of different animals and everything that you've gone through in your life, you can tell that this dog is maybe 5 years old. And part of you thinks that that's only because he seems that way only because of how malnourished he is.
What have you done to this dog? You guys are terrible.
They found him.
What did the puppers
downstairs.
do?
Weren't you
Calm
there when
yourself,
we-
strange shapeshifter woman.
Oh. Hey, the puppy seems nice, and I don't like people that are the puppies. Okay?
Rumari just looks very confused about the entire thing.
Yeah, Tia's just kind of standing in the corner like, okay.
Yeah, now that everything is sort of over, you look back and you see this tiefling that is sort of yelling at all of you. That you only vaguely remember being in the tavern, and that's the last time you saw them.
What is she doing here?
Where'd my cat go? I say as I start looking around.
Hey, who are you? What is happening? I'm so confused
You're confused. I'm 70 years old.
and really worried about the
Confused when I wake
puppy.
up.
It looks like the dog's fine relatively. But we should probably
Dog
continue
is
trying to find a
okay.
way out.
So, you have a name, I guess, and you're not really a cat.
I was a cat? Can I go back to being a cat? I want to be a cat.
I'd be fine with this.
I think that'd be...
You don't remember
my
being
name's
a cat?
Helvete. Hi. I just woke up, and I am here with you and the puppy and the shiny thing that was trying to throw people over the ledge. So, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
Should I set something on fire?
No, that wouldn't be
No, that's my
necessary.
job.
They already tried setting stuff on fire. It didn't work out very well.
Or it worked out very well,
I
depending
like
on who you
her.
are.
Exactly.
See? Fire fixes all things.
Well, it didn't get us out of here.
It did help kill the shiny thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tia's just gonna turn around and open the store to his left. I was gonna open one of them. I don't remember which one I said I was reaching for.
Should you open that?
You can choose which one to open.
I'll do the
Rumari's
left one.
very apprehensive, I can
One on my
tell.
left.
Yeah, I just got
But-
thrown over a railing. I don't know if we should just be opening doors anymore.
I mean, how else are we gonna find our way out of here?
Yeah, we gotta find something.
Yeah, I
know how to get out.
These
I'm all
stairs
ears
seem
if he
kinda
has a better
dangerous.
idea.
I'm gonna do the same thing and just open it like a few inches, just to see if there's anything on the other side I can tell or I can see.
The one to Tian's right or the one below Tian on the map?
The one, to the right of Tian.
Okay. As you slowly creak that door open, you notice that this is a room. The floors are heavily covered in dust. You cannot see much as you slowly creak the door open.
Okay, if there's no immediate danger, I'll just open it more and more.
I'm watching the shapeshifter.
It's fair. Why does it keep taking light off of
Whoever
me? I
does
have
the
light
maid
on
service
me.
here is doing a terrible job.
It is
Yeah.
odd because
Dara,
the
did you
lower
recast the
floors-
light spell?
I had light on me this whole time. I keep
Yeah,
casting
well,
light on myself.
Yeah, each map you're going to have to activate it on your tip.
Oh,
Alright.
I'll do that too then, because I thought that I'd been having it on.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my eyes peeled here.
Okay. You open up the door, and you see this room. It is filled with cobwebs and dust. It is a room that has not been entered in quite some time. The bedroom is elegantly appointed, and you see another door leading off of it. Deeper in, you see double paned glass doors. You see a large bed, multiple dressers, 2 end tables, and a wardrobe.
Before
as you-
I step too far in, I want to make sure that somebody is at least behind me.
Yeah. And as you move a
Caitlin's
little bit
following.
further in, you see the door to your right, painted and faded and chipped paint. The door there is painted what looks to almost be a robin's egg blue.
Is
Guess
this like the entirety of the room right here?
I'm close behind you.
As
Watching
you
your
move in,
back.
yes.
All right.
On the wall to your left, you do see a floor-to-ceiling mirror. You see the windows on the far end, and over here, you see a set of double-paned glass doors that look out onto what seems to be a balcony. And through the glass, you can actually see the heavy, swirling mist.
Fog bad. Fog bad.
Is the fog all the way to the window here, or is it like below us?
It is out onto the balcony, and it is like dancing across the glass.
And we're on the third story too.
Okay. Kaylin will mention to everyone else, don't open those doors. That fog is not healthy.
Should we open this door right here, or is that just another? You know what?
Maybe we should prepare before we
If,
open up any more doors.
if you open that door, Kaylin's gonna walk past you.
Okay.
Just
if you want.
I'm going to walk in and go over to one of the dresser tables and write Helvete was here in the dust.
Okay. So go ahead and move your token.
Something is amiss with Helvete. What are you doing? This place is dangerous. We should
Being friendly. How do you know that? Maybe they just want to make friends and we're being rude. Did you think about that?
Tried to trap people in their homes. They come out, they greet them.
Well, you know, maybe they haven't had any
Visitors?
people over in a while. Okay. Yeah. They're excited. I'd be excited. Well, no, I'd probably set them on fire. But they're still to show the love, okay?
Could I assume that this is like the master bedroom, or no? Maybe
You can assume whatever you would like.
I don't know.
It does have a large bed. It is fairly lavishly decorated, but it does not seem to hold any accoutrement that would show this to be the main bedroom.
All right. Yeah, I thought like it was a little small. Have I been able to hear the baby at all?
You have not heard the baby anytime recently.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same with this door as I have with all of the others. Just a couple inches, looking through.
You first push it open. You notice that the door opens from what would be its left-hand side, swinging further into the room, and it actually opens on a set of windows that look out onto the same balcony.
Okay. So it's not like a door that actually leads anywhere?
It looks like it leads further into a room, but that's just the crack. From the crack of the door that you
okay.
see an open window.
I see.
Not open, but a full window.
Yeah.
As Helvete's running
Did you say
around.
there was a wardrobe in here?
Yes, you're standing to the left of it.
Can I do an insight
I'm
check
a knock-
on Helvete?
Knock on the wardrobe.
Insight check.
I'm joking.
On the
I'm
cat.
joking. Well,
The cat
I know what the
person.
hell is going on with the
Before we
cat.
continue on, I would like to know what Chrisdara and Rumari are doing at this point.
So I wanted to ask if I could do some sort of inspection of the armor, if possible. If they said the
Lower
top
half
half
and what's
fell
remaining?
over the railing, right? The lower half's still there?
Yes. Yes, so the what would be the battle skirt and the legs, greaves, and boots are still there, though they are sort of in a pile at them.
Steal his pants.
Yeah, I'd
What is
like
it you were trying
Steal
to
his
find?
pants.
Well, the whole reason that I even left home was to figure out magic things. So I want to try to figure out, like, maybe who created it / commanded it, what kind of magic it is, stuff like that.
Okay, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And I mean, they are pretty snazzy, shiny pants.
Oof.
Oh.
I know everything. As per usual, guys.
Okay. Another one, man. The rolls are going bad tonight. Some rough rolls tonight.
Are actually a little bit shocked to find that there is no body within this armor to ambulate.
Mm.
You're
It must
assuming
be
that some sort of
magical.
magic controlled it. Yeah.
Man, who was trying to attack us?
I wonder
And with
why
that-
it wanted to harm us.
Rumari, what are you doing?
Rumari is just kind of like looking into the room anxiously, but I also want to give a quick listen at this other door here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure.
You do not hear any noises coming from the door below you. It's completely silent.
Sick. Then Rumari's just gonna keep an eye on the others.
Okay. And with that, Tian, you open that door. And inside of this room, you see a small table with another one of those lit lamps. And in the middle of the room, you see a crib shrouded with a black gossamer veil. And from the bit of light that is in this room, you can see a small wrapped bundle in the center of the crib.
The sound.
And as you do that, Halen and Helvete and Abraham, you all notice manifesting in the center of the room a woman standing next to the bed.
What?
And
Oh, what is
as
this?
Tian steps into the room, you see her lift her finger to her lips. And in a quiet voice, you hear, "Hush, the baby is sleeping."
What are you? What do you want?
Kaylin's gonna reach over and tap Tian on the shoulder and kind of motion for him to look this direction.
We'll just turn around and see. Is it like a specter, like a ghost?
She seems slightly incorporeal, yes.
Be quiet. Shh.
The woman has very fair features. Her cheekbones are very high. Long, curled hair that reach down past her shoulders. Her features are not otherworldly. She is definitely of fairer skin and seems to be younger in age. Probably no older than 20 or 21. She is human.
Do I notice all this going on, or am I still looking at the armor?
You would actually hear the voice because it seems to carry.
Okay. Can
So
I?
you hear a woman's voice say, "Hush, the baby is sleeping."
Can I? I'm just gonna say, excuse me. Can I cut in? And I'd like to use my diplomat ability to make a charisma persuasion check, contested by her wisdom insight check. And I'd like
Go
to
for
say, we mean no harm. We were sent here by 2 children.
Very well. Go ahead
Very
and
loud
give me a
about it, too.
persuasion roll.
What?
Can I use my inspiration to help her?
Don't I have
You can burn your
inspiration?
inspiration to allow her to roll twice if you would like.
I'm trying to think if it'd be worth it.
I have inspiration.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
I hit roll and it did not work.
Because you actually clicked the diplomat skill. You clicked the diplomat ability, not the actual persuasion skill.
Oh, got it. I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm going to use inspiration to make myself very advantageous on this, and it was so useful.
Hey, 22 is not something to shy at.
I had a
what
21.
I am going to do, though, is I'm going to move you into the room.
Yes,
so you
I'm
can
pushing
actually
past
speak to them
everyone.
directly.
Yes, excuse me, diplomat coming through.
Rumari has a knife in their hand.
I'm guessing
Calm
Romari's
down,
sort of holding
Romari.
it to her
Calm
side.
down.
Yeah, Rumari's just standing in the back just watching, but is definitely like...
All right, so, Chris, why don't you give me a persuasion attempt that is worthy of a 22?
Good evening, madam. I'm Lady Christadara Ashkovik. My sincerest apologies in intrusions. We simply wound up locked in your home. We're not sure why. We tried very hard to leave without damaging anything, but your armor attacked us. And I'm not sure how we could have stopped it without murdering it. But, good news.
You get about that far into what you were saying when you realize that her eyes don't seem to be focused on you. Her expression has not changed, and her eyes are still sort of focused towards the nursery. It seems as if anything you were saying is falling on deaf ears.
Okay, I'm going to take a step towards the nursery. Because I'm trying to, like, meet... I'm trying to be like, excuse me, I'm over here.
You sort of move a bit and you lock your vision with where she's at, and you can easily see that her gaze is staring through and past you. Her eyes are not focusing on you.
Gotcha.
Tien is going to back up, pull the door closed, turn to her, and give her a bow and say, "Apologies for intruding." And just kind of shoo everybody else out of the room.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token.
If I can.
I'm gonna lean over towards Tien and just kind of side mouth, just be like, "We're supposed to get the baby."
And as you close the door and step out, you see her entire form just slowly fades from view.
Let's speak in the hall.
Curious.
I mean, she's obviously not here. I think it might be an illusion.
As everyone slowly makes their way out into the hall. As you are all moving, okay, and I'm guessing Halite, you're going to follow along. One thing you did notice when you were up near the top end of the bed, Halite, is on the small table beside the bed was a cobwebbed copy of a novel. And at a quick glance, you can see the title is Blue-Blooded Lips.
Trashy romance.
Victorian smut.
So as everyone's leaving, I'm going to sneak back over to the bedside table and pick up the book and stuff it into my bodice and scurry back over to the group as they're leaving.
Okay, and as you do so, something doesn't quite seem right as you pass in front of the mirror. As you do so, you notice that your reflection is not there.
Where? I'm sorry.
Wait,
Where's
what?
this mirror?
I'll backpedal
The mirror
it
is directly to the left of where Helvete's token currently is here.
Got it.
And as you step there, you see your image, your reflection does not exist. In your place, you see the same woman in full corporeal form, taking the same pose as you.
Oh snap! Hey
Oh,
guys!
no.
Guys!
I'm
And
still
that-
right next to you. I'm right next to you. You're
That
supposed
is
to be right
right
here.
here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
what is it? What is it, Helvete? What's wrong?
There's lady in the mirror, and she's doing me. I'm confused.
I'd like.
Looking back, you notice the only thing that is not in sync with every single one of your movements are her eyes, as they seem to blink independently of your own.
I break the mirror.
Well, what do we see in the
What are
mirror?
you going to use to break the mirror in?
I have my fire poker from earlier.
You lift your arm up in the air,
Cursed!
bringing it down against
Cursed
the
evil
glass
thing!
within the frame.
Can I do some sort of like stop against him? Can I contest him in some fashion?
Ooh, that would be
Okay,
good.
with that,
Let's
I
do
would
that.
like for each of you to give me a dexterity check. You're effectively rolling initiative to see who gets the drop on who.
I want you to beat me and like hold my old crazy old man back.
I'd like that too.
Hold
And-
on.
and please don't,
Oh,
please don't
crap.
hit me by mistake. I would very much appreciate that.
Can I somehow see what's in the mirror before all of this happens? Just kind of like a quick glance.
Yeah, I was trying to look in the mirror, and then I just see him rush past me with a fire poker.
Well, I thought I could wait. Was I able to see the evil woman in the mirror? That was the whole thing. If I could see the woman in the mirror, that's why I wanted to attack it. But if I
When
can't,
you looked into the mirror as well, the only thing you saw was the image of the woman standing in the exact same position, Abraham, that you were standing and mimicking your motion.
That should be enough time for Kaylin to come see, right?
Yes, both Kaylin and Chrysadara, as you look into the mirror, once again, you see the strange reflection that is not your own of the spectral woman, who's no longer spectral in the reflection, mirroring your exact motions. Each of you are seeing yourself reflected.
destroy it. It's evil.
So you see me try to stop you. Are you going to stop, or are you going to go anyway?
Well, if you
Chrysadara,
yell,
putting her hands up.
if you yell, stop! Like scream! No, Abraham, wait!
Yeah, I mean, I'm physically trying to stop you. Yeah.
No, it's evil! Curse! Let me go! Let me go! It's cursed! All right, I stopped those shit.
Do we see each other in the mirror at all, or we only see
No.
ourselves? Got
You
it.
only see a reflection of yourself as that woman.
What if Chris puts on her thinking cap? What if she's trapped in the mirror and you release her by destroying the mirror?
No good can come of this by letting this mirror exist. It's unnatural.
Abraham, based on your studies and based on the lore that you have gathered in your many years of life, do you hold any superstitions or fears of things such as breaking a mirror or a black cat being bad luck?
Well, I'd say I'm a man of high intellect and high wisdom, so I wouldn't be superstitious. I would study things, and if I found evidence, then, I would know about the occult and the supernatural, but I wouldn't believe, I think, in exactly silly stuff, like black cats crossing your path. I'm more
Fair.
yeah, more like, but vampires and the knowledge of that and ancient texts and history of the supernatural, that I would know.
So that being said, seeing something preternatural before you, a mirror that is not reflecting its actual situations, usually would have some sign of magic or something going on with it. So that being said, do with that knowledge what you will if you so decide to shatter the mirror. You may be fully justified. I'm leaving it to Abraham himself. He may feel fully justified that shattering this mirror will stop whatever evil is there, or he may think that breaking the mirror might release whatever is trapped inside. Because you have read stories of both. You have heard of mirrors that trap souls within them, as well as mirrors that are used to keep things at bay.
Let me relate.
So you literally have heard both sides of that.
All right.
Can I do a persuasion check?
Oh.
I do not usually allow players to persuade other players unless the player themselves allow it.
I'll allow it. I'll more than allow it. I like this. The whole point of D&D. Go for it, man.
I'm gonna use the diplomat ability, so feel free to use your wisdom insight check. I'm gonna use my persuasion to try and convince you not to break it, because I'm very afraid that you're gonna release something.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna. All right, I'm just gonna roll anyway.
I'm very exceptional. I have a silver tongue.
Let's just see my wisdom. I'll just roll a resolute wisdom check.
Well.
All right, I'm not gonna. I'm telling
While
you.
they're discussing, can I poke the mirror?
So you see the woman in the mirror. Her hand reaches up, and your finger touches the reflection where hers is, and no change.
I'm not going to destroy it, but I'm telling you, this cannot be good. In my studies, I have heard tales of such things that can hold the soul of someone trapped inside. Whether we destroy it or not destroy it, it will not bode well for us in the future. My suggestion is to break it, free whatever is inside, and let its soul go back to Lathander and the light.
What if we talk about this in the hallway?
As Tian had asked, can we talk in the hall?
I apologize for my rash actions earlier. And Abraham kind of walks out the hallway. Hey, let's talk about this. You're right.
Hey.
I'm good at dance in front of the mirror and make little heart signs and stuff when entertaining myself with the pretty lady in the mirror.
Are mimicked completely by her with everything you do.
So as you said, Abraham, I do believe that there is powerful magic out there that can trap souls in a mirror. And if we think that she might be bad, releasing her might be a bad idea. I agree that leaving a potentially evil person around might also be bad. So I don't know what you guys want to do, but that armor attacked us and tried to hurt Sir Gwillem, so I'm down to murder her. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we should leave it alone.
Tian, like this whole time that everybody else was in the room messing with the mirror, he was just staring at the wall across from him like, oh my god.
Kaylin's
I mean, guys, I think this is pretty awesome. I mean, she seems cool to me.
She's not cool.
Kaylin's gonna nod to Abraham and is gonna say, well, if it's the will of Lathander to let it free, then that's what we should do.
We are not here for a woman in a mirror.
Yes, but she is preventing us from getting the baby, and the baby is what we are here for. So,
how did she?
I'm not sure if there is a baby.
How did she prevent us? She appeared in the room and then she disappeared. She did not even respond to anybody.
Okay, but
she got
Tian wouldn't let me in.
I'm not sure if there's a baby.
What do you mean you're not sure if there's a baby? There was
I
a
think
crib
it's
in there.
dead.
Yes, there was a crib in there.
Look,
I
I'm pretty
think-
sure. I'm pretty sure I made friends with this woman. I mean, let's leave her be, or
When
take her
was
with
the-
us. Can we take her with us?
No.
By the way,
You
all of
probably
you are
shouldn't.
listening to Helvete call out to you all from the room that is still
Elevata,
behind
get
you.
out of there.
I feel like I would be pretty hushed.
I have made a friend.
I feel like I would be pretty hushed, so I don't
I
feel
made
like
a-
Halbate would hear me when I'm talking, at least.
That is fair. But Abraham does not have a quiet voice. The gravelly
Neither does
rumble
Helvete.
of the old man echoes throughout the silent house, other than the ancient creaking of the wood and timbers.
Oh man.
Same
Oh,
thing,
man.
though.
How big is the mirror?
It is floor to ceiling and about 4 feet wide.
Damn.
And actually, while you're looking at it, give me a investigation.
Kaylin will say, "Well, if we're gonna vote, I would vote that we
Oh,
should release
oh
her."
no.
You would vote
At
that
the
we
wooden
what?
frame,
Sorry?
you notice that the wooden frame is carved in the shape of ivy and berry all the way around the glass. All right. What were you
I
saying,
would vote
Kaylin?
that we try to release her.
You vote that we what?
Release her.
Try to release
Um,
her.
Tian's gonna shake himself and Miss Chris, you found letters and everything in the chest downstairs, right?
Chris slings the sack off of her shoulder, and she opens up the flap, and she's like, "Yes."
Were there mentions of a woman, maybe dead?
There were many women mentioned. Something about a Rosa something, and Elizabeth. Those are the only names I remember. She starts sifting through the papers as she's talking.
That woman could be one of them, I suppose. But last I checked, ghosts don't take care of babies, or if they do, the babies aren't alive either.
Jan, as you start to say that, you think back to the painting that you saw of the family. She looks like none of them.
None of them?
She does not resemble anyone in that painting.
Okay.
Hmm.
We need to find somebody else. We need to find the people who own this house. We need to focus on that instead of a mirror. If the mirror proves to be a big problem, then we can come and worry about it. But we need to
As you're
find
talking, your
the
sentence
people.
is interrupted by the sound of the door closing behind all of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open it.
That does sound somewhat sensible.
Wait.
But we should free this soul whenever possible. I don't think anything this unnatural should be left in existence. Is there a... Oh, that's right, the door is closed, so I can't go in there and see if the mirror kind of like
As
detects
soon as
evil.
it closed, Rumari went and opened it again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you,
It
Amari.
did not lock or anything. It did not slam. It just slowly swung shut on its hinges.
All right, can I go detect evil on the mirror?
You can absolutely cast Detect Evil as you enter the room if you would.
Because
so
that's an
desire.
object, so it would be able to, if it emanates evil or evil intentions, then that would tell us right there. So,
Absolutely.
unless
Chris is gonna look at him wide-eyed and say, "You could have done that so long ago."
Well, you have to understand, at my age, it takes a while just to get to the point of thinking, let alone go into the bathroom. You should see how long it takes me to do that.
Hard pass.
No, thank
Kaylin
you.
will go, ew, I'll pass.
Go ahead.
I'm
and
still
cast
dancing in
spell.
front of the mirror.
Alright.
One thing. Actually, Abraham, let me go into your character sheet. Make sure your spells are prepared properly, because if it doesn't show any spell slots, it won't let you cast the spell. So just
Yeah,
bear with me for a minute. What's up?
I'm having a problem with that.
Yeah. The numbers under your spell sheet, you'll see 0 of 2, Just change that 0 to the number 2 because it's actually showing how many spell slots you have available to cast.
My spell book doesn't do that. What?
Channel Divinity, I think I have 1 probably because I haven't used that. And
Yes, you have not yet used your Channel Divinity.
and where the hell?
Yeah, under
am I
your spell
supposed-
book, you still have 1 of 2 spell. Actually, no, you do not. You have not taken a long rest since you have cast Bless twice here. No.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So you
I'm
actually
still looking
do
for my
not
spell
have
slots.
the
I'm sorry.
spells. Right next to where it says first level, you'll see underneath the word action, you'll see 0 of 2.
I see it. Thank you. So now it's 0 of 2. It's right anyway. So, all right.
Yes. Detect evil and good is not a ritual spell either, though detect magic and detect poison and disease both are.
Well, we know it's magical. Obviously, it couldn't not be magical.
And what we will fix this after your next long rest, but I'm trying to figure out how Abraham currently has 14 prepared spells at level 1.
I guess I
No,
don't
it's saying
know.
the same. It's saying the same kind of thing for me. I think it's like
He's
we can go
awesome.
through and change it, but I know what spells I
Yeah.
had prepared originally.
On the right-hand side, you'll see a little sun symbol underneath prepared. Clicking that on or off. If it is dark, it represents prepared. If it is gray, it is not currently prepared.
Okay.
And it will automatically let you know whether or not a spell is always prepared for you, such as if you have a specific school of magic or extra spells. So, Abraham, you do not have Detect Evil available to you. What are you going to do?
I forgot I've used all my spells. I need rest. Once again, I'm having another senior moment. Sorry about that. Someone
You should
else will
not have
have to
Channel
do it.
Divinity until second level. You're correct.
I don't have Detect Evil and Good prepared.
Chris just shakes her head.
I'm gonna try to move the mirror.
No, don't do that.
How are you going to do it?
No, I did have it.
I'm gonna try to wrap my fingers around the edge of it and see if I can move it a little bit away from the wall.
And as you do so, you see she reaches out towards you.
What?
And as you grab the frame,
Oh no!
no, in the reflection, not through the glass.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have that moment where you sort of pause with your fingers just at the edge, not quite touching, because it looks like any closer and she will reach through the mirror. But you sort of steel yourself and you grab the edge and you start to move it. And it freely swings inward.
Do we hear
It
like the hinges
swings?
creaking?
Yes.
I'm gonna rush in there. I don't know about anybody else.
Good. See, I told you she wasn't bad. Look, I found something.
It's because it's you.
You couldn't be
And
sure
as
of
it
that.
swings open, the group of you hear behind the closed door in this room a baby crying.
Oh.
Ah!
From out in the hallway, do I hear the baby?
Yes, all of you hear the baby.
Oh.
I'll stay by the door because I know it's probably going to close on us.
Also, all of you sort of charging into the room, you can now see that doorway that seems to have opened where the mirror stood.
I'm gonna move over here and open this door.
And as you do so, you see the same spectral woman reaching into the crib and scooping up that bundle and holding it to her chest, just slowly rocking back and forth.
Does she actually scoop it, or is she like making the motion?
She actually
That's a good question.
scoops it up.
Can I do like some sort of arcana to see if it looks like some sort of magic is going on here? Because she looked like a ghost. Or did she use magic to disappear earlier and she's not a ghost?
Go ahead and give me an arcana check.
Just punch her. That'll give you the answer.
I'm gonna punch her with magic.
Don't touch my friend.
See
Bop, bop.
through her form, and you see the bundle lifted to her chest. You see the crib through her form. You see the wall and the floor on the opposite side of her. But the bundle that she is holding to her chest is solid and infant size.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it doesn't appear as though she's
If I look
using any
around
sort of
to
magic.
the mirror, is
Correct.
Okay. I'd like to relay that information to everyone. Hey guys, doesn't look like she's using any magic.
if I look
And as
around
you
to the
whisper
mirror,
that-
do I still see her reflected in the mirror? Sorry.
You sort of step into the room and you look into the mirror, and no, you see your own reflection. But as Chrysadara leans back out to whisper to everyone, Kaylin and Abraham, you see her turn around, the bundle in her hand. She takes a step or two before fading from view, and the bundle drops to the floor.
No,
Slow.
baby's about to fall. Catch it.
As it does, it hits the ground, and the bundle slowly starts to unravel this black and gray blanket, rolling out to Chrysadara's feet, and it is completely empty.
Oh my God, what's going on? Dark energy and evil surrounds us. The thunder, protect us with your light.
I won't say I told you so.
Do you really say
Kaylin will
that?
say-
Do you really say I told you so?
No.
Kaylin says she'll gasp when the baby drops or the bundle drops, and she'll go, "Tian, you were right. There was no baby."
Just for the sake
Just nods.
of trying to figure it out. 'cause
The baby
it's
is
a
alive.
puzzle. It's a puzzle. Is it possible for me to do any kind of check to like figure out if there was ever a baby in there?
You can give me an investigation, but you're going to give it to me at disadvantage.
You're thinking that maybe there was a baby there, and then when she went and scooped up the bundle, she took the baby with her.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be no signs that there was a child in this blanket any time in the recent past.
And do we still hear the crying coming from behind the mirror?
No, you did not hear it coming from behind the mirror. You heard it coming from the nursery, and you are no longer
Oh, it was
hearing
from the
it.
nursery. Oh,
No.
okay. I thought it came from behind the mirror.
And there's nothing in the crib now.
Correct.
Guys, there's nothing in the crib. I don't think there ever was.
Mm-hmm.
Something is terribly wrong here.
Did she reappear in the mirror?
No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna slowly back away. Close the door.
Rimari walks up behind Helvete quietly, and leans around and says, "What's in there?"
Nothing. She's gone. I thought we were becoming BFFs.
I think it was your own reflection. I mean behind the mirror.
And as you look in the mirror, you see just your own reflection, Ramari.
Interesting.
I'm assuming that's the same for Kaylin as well.
What could you possibly do at this point, guy? The option to smash the mirror is
More
still there.
doors.
Tian's just holding the door, still firm in the belief that they need to go and find any way out.
At this
Well, what's
point, Blessed
behind
has
the mirror?
worn off of the party.
No. Damn it. I'm sorry. Lathander has... His energy is now gone. We're on our own.
There's
Kaylin will
another
grab
door
the pendant on her robe and say, Lathander's always with us.
I like your style and your moves.
Are you all still looking at that mirror?
Yeah, Kaylin's gonna turn in and say, you said there was an opening behind the mirror, right? What's behind the mirror?
When you look in, you see
Assuming-
a set of heavily dusty and cobwebbed steps.
Kaylin will mention to everyone else,
Well,
there's stairs.
I guess nowhere
Could
to
this
go but up.
Be our way out?
Do they lead up
Dude.
or down?
Yeah, do they go up or down?
They go up.
There was another door here too.
Should we maybe
And
finish
when you
searching
were
the
in
rest
the
of the
main-
floor?
When you
Would
were in the
agree
main
with that.
hall, you saw another hallway that curved around to the left-hand side, and Chrysadara, you saw another door on a far wall.
Perhaps we should examine and inspect the rest of the floor before we go anywhere else. There might be clues or information that we could come across.
But there could also be more traps.
Oh,
We're already trapped. This
We want-
whole damn place is a trap. Curse it.
Sure, so wouldn't a hidden pathway be more likely to lead us out than the obvious pathways?
Or maybe they knew that we think that, and they did it that way. Or maybe they knew that we knew, or that they knew, and
Oh,
that's
no.
why they put it there.
Kaylin's gonna bring her hand to her temples.
You gotta bring your hands to what?
Kaylee, can you hold him?
She's gonna facepalm.
Did you say there was a wardrobe in here?
There's a wardrobe in there, yes.
While they're arguing, I'm going to walk over to the wardrobe and open it up.
Where did Sir Gwillem go?
Did his
Here's our
token
dog.
disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's directly underneath Tia.
Oh, thank God.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
Well, Kaylin will go inside behind the mirror and start trying to knock down the cobwebs with her quarterstaff.
Right.
Making sure to keep the door propped open with her foot. The mirror.
Okay. So you can go ahead and move your token into there. Start moving cobwebs away. Inside of the wardrobe, you see it is just a few small outfits that, not small, but a few outfits, nothing super fancy. They look like clothes that a nanny or a nursemaid would wear. And looking at them, you recognize the style and the cut to be the same thing that you saw the spectral woman wearing as she was in the room.
Hmm.
Tian's had heebie-jeebies the whole time, but now it's like heebie-jeebie times 2.
I'll close the wardrobe and I'll go peek in to see what Kaylin's up to and sneak in behind her.
I guess we have no choice at this point.
As Kaylin has moved in a little bit and up the stairs, just slowly using the quarterstaff to clear away the cobwebs. The one end of your quarterstaff is now heavily wrapped and knotted with this, just the wisps of fluff of the cobwebs that have accrued in the stairwell.
I don't know that that's going on, so I'm still going with the original plan of clearing the whole floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Chris, what door do you go to? You have a door to your left, and now you have a door to your right as well.
Sorry, the map's not exactly aligned, so I can't move exactly where I want to go. But I want to go to the one on my left.
So this one over here.
No, that's my right. My character's
Oh,
left. Sorry.
Oh, your character's left.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and open the door. And inside, you see what looks to be a washroom. You see a large half barrel filled with stagnant water. You see a small table set up with what looks to be like cleaning utensils and things of that nature. And Chris, please give me a wisdom saving throw as you look into the tub and you see your naked form laying
Oh man,
in
he
a
went all the
pool
shining.
of blood.
He went all the shining on this.
You have a moment of absolute pure horror and revulsion at seeing your own death before you. And in that moment, you feel your body in that tub, surrounded by that congealed blood. You feel the wounds on your body that allowed that to happen, and you feel your last breath escape from your chest. All of this happens in the flash of an instant as your heart stops beating.
I scream. I start screaming.
You scream. You feel your heart pounding in your
Cassandra.
chest, blood rushing in your ears. You are now frightened, and you slam the door shut behind you.
Cassandra,
Chris,
are you
what's
okay?
wrong?
What's going on? Everyone over
I
here.
just keep screaming.
All of you hear the shrieking of Chrysadara echoing through this floor.
She's quite the shrieker.
I'll grab her by her shoulders and Chris, what's wrong?
Out of respect for my real life neighbors, I will not do the actual shrieking. Just imagine.
Kaylin will come running into the room with her quarterstaff drawn, with all the cobwebs still on the end of it.
I'll go running towards the screaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still screaming. No, I'm not. I'm unresponsive. Sorry.
Is there any way
You
we can
suffer
calm?
from the frightened condition. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and save for the next
No.
minute. Or is it
Sorry,
not saves?
unless it's homebrew. No, it's not saves.
It's attack rolls and ability checks for the next minute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was gonna ask, what's the source of fear? Is it the bathtub?
Just in that, it's literally seeing that and then feeling those effects course through you. You are under the effects of the frightened condition for the next minute.
Okay. For the next minute, I'm gonna do nothing but scream.
Tian's gonna pull you in, hug you and be like,
I'm stiff as a board, sheet white, not responsive, screaming.
well,
Kaylin's gonna
hold
talk
on
to
to her.
Tian and try to ask what happened through all the screaming.
He just looks like, I don't know. I don't know. Can't even hear him over the screams.
She's
Did you poke her?
Is she still screaming?
For a minute,
Yes,
a full minute,
at this moment,
60
yes.
seconds.
All right, there's no way we can calm her down.
And
I'm
as
certainly
Tian's holding
trying.
her, Sir Gwillem actually runs up and is whining and pressing his body against your leg
Oh.
and nudging at you. And you can feel the wetness of his nose and his tongue as he's sort of licking at your hand, which what would normally be a source of comfort is reminiscent of the feeling you felt laying in that tub. Give me another wisdom save.
Damn.
You want
Hold
a
on.
wisdom save?
Hold on.
Wisdom save.
Oh, I don't have guidance. Dennis doesn't
That'll
work
teach
this
you
days,
to
I don't
open
think.
doors.
Just for checks.
With a 22, as you feel that and you feel your stomach lurching and those images come back, you sort of shake a bit and you look down and Tien's arms around you, coupled with the weight of the dog on your leg and feeling his head against your hand, you're actually able to break out of the fear that has gripped your chest so tightly and come back to your senses, leaving you a bit shaken.
Are you okay? What happened?
Was it a spider?
Spiders are scary, but I don't know if that would cause... no, I can't say that. It would cause that.
That's it.
I would scream. Me personally,
Yes,
not Tian.
I will let the stream as well as the players know. Any instances of spiders within this adventure have been, all except for one location, have been altered or removed due to specific players' real life phobias. So that will not be something that you will encounter in this.
No problem.
There is one place where they do still exist,
Okay.
and it is completely and utterly avoidable, and they do not come out of nowhere.
All right. Good tip. No spiders.
Chris seems to swallow an extra large vat of saliva. She just goes, ugh. It was, there was a,
Tian will let go of you and just hold you by your shoulders and lean down to where his face is level with yours.
She seems to intentionally not make direct eye contact. She's trying to think of how to form the words. She's like, it was blood and wet and I was dead and
God.
What?
Should we set it on fire?
I would have if I could have.
By Lathander, this place is unholy. Magical mirrors. And now, bloody hallucinations.
There's been
Something isn't working
hallucinations the
against
entire
us.
time. This is this is not my professional opinion, but I think we are dealing with ghosts.
That sounds reasonable. Definitely supernatural.
Everybody's been experiencing things that aren't real or aren't on the other side of doors, as in mine and Rumari's cases. It just gives me a really bad feeling. And I would
All
very
the
much
more
appreciate it
reason.
if we prioritize
Those are
getting
just
out.
friends that don't go away if you squeeze them too hard.
I
Okay.
agree. We definitely need to
Yeah.
find a way out, and I still think that pathway behind the mirror is probably our best bet.
It's
Going
already
up.
so calm.
Going up isn't what we need.
Then why are we on the third floor?
Because we can't find a way out other than the front door. We're trying to find people, but there's no people, and I'm just so confused.
There hasn't been people here in years.
I'm
She
getting
kicks
that.
over a pile of dust.
I'm getting that. What's the word? Impression.
I thought we were going to explore the whole area and try to find a door to the basement or out, and I opened the door and there was death and it was awful.
It's okay, Chris.
Wait,
I'm right here.
is it still
If
Is
it
it
wasn't
still
if it is an illusion, perhaps there's something in that room that we should see. If it's trying to keep us out.
I do want to maneuver Chris out of the way so I can try to open the door and see what's in there.
Yep, there you go.
Trade place with her, pick her up and just.
She happily moves away from the door when you mention any desire to look inside.
But since this is Tian, 2 inches open. And what do I
Door
see?
opens. You see the clawed-foot tub, the iron stove with the kettle resting atop it, and the barrel under the spigot in the eastern wall, and nothing else. as you slowly open the door.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Chris is intentionally not looking towards the direction of the door that has opened.
So that's it.
That's it.
That's all that's in the room is the tub and the basin and everything.
The wash basin and the stove for heating the water and the little table vanity. Yes, that is all that is there. You see nothing else.
Are like all those webs actually there that are in like the picture?
Yes.
Okay.
It's this whole area, this whole floor is covered in light cobwebbing.
All right. I'll just turn to Abraham and say doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary except for an abnormal amount of webs. Then again, I've been hearing things in weird rooms too.
Well, the tub might be strange, but perhaps you're right. We should move on.
I'll just slip around and close
While
the door.
they're in there, Kaylin's gonna move over to Ramari and is gonna ask him, "What do you think is the best way we can make it out of here?"
If I'm not mistaken, Rumari is a she. Yes.
Rumari uses any pronouns.
Rumari uses
they
he.
pronouns.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So continue. Wait
a minute. Rumari uses they.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw on your Discord picture it says he. Okay.
That's me.
That's for the player.
Okay.
that's the player. And then
Okay. I got it.
You can use any pronouns for Rumari.
Okay. All right. My bad.
Rumari doesn't seem like one that's going to mind all that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. All right. I will have to. Gotcha.
Okay. Well, Kaylin will ask Rumari what they think is the best way of getting out.
It almost seems like this place is guiding us. So honestly, I do not know. It wants us to keep going up, apparently. These rooms just keep confusing us more. We have to stay focused. Yeah.
Yeah. Tian will tap Chris's shoulder to like pay attention, and I'm gonna try to open this door. If you don't want to see into it, you might want to get behind me.
Did Tian close the bathroom door?
I thought I did. Okay, I did.
Okay. Chris is gonna move this away. And ask that the doggy come with her.
The dog happily follows. As a matter of fact, to make my life a little bit easier, Chris, I'm going to give you control over the token. I'm actually going to make it to where everyone can control the token. Just give me a moment. I'll set that up in a little bit.
Oh, right. I thought I won the custody battle.
I'm literally gonna move Sir Gwillem around the corner above Kaylin, just so it's out of the way of all the other tokens for now.
Okay, good. I'm going there.
I don't know what verse it is, but same as the first, just a couple inches open.
And as you do so, you can see that this room has a large 4-poster bed. The double doors that you're in front of have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. The designs in the glass resemble windmills. The room is dusty and cobweb filled. There are burgundy drapes covering the windows from what you can see. The 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils. You see a small table and vanity off to one side. And as you slowly open the door more, you see a large tiger skin rug laying on the floor in front of a lit fireplace, though the rug itself is rotted and old. And as you look around, there's a dust-covered portrait, rather, of a man and woman hanging above the fireplace.
Is
There's
it the
also
same
a parlor. Yes, the same woman that you
Okay.
saw, the same man and woman you saw from the second
Okay.
floor. It is the same
Yeah.
man and woman. There's a corner table in a little parlor nook with what looks to have teapot and cups set upon it. And as you enter the room, this is what you see.
So wait, what's the photos of the portraits?
You see the portrait over the fireplace of a man and woman that are the same man and woman that you saw in the portrait on the second floor with the two children.
And what are they doing in the portrait?
They're just standing next to each other.
Okay.
Very, very American Gothic in its style, minus the farmhouse and pitchfork. But right here is where we're going to take a very quick break. It is 7:41. We can answer some questions from chat. It's a chance where I want to use the restroom, take care of other things, and we will return here very shortly.
All right, I'm gonna take a break for a second. Be right back.
Yeah. I'll be back as well.
Those of you that are not taking a break, feel free to talk to the chat, let them know about any social medias you use, and answer any questions they may have. And we will see you all very shortly.
I believe the plan at the current moment is to finish exploring this floor, then do the secret tunnel Gibbous Rage. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
I have that stuck in my head pretty much at all times.
Chris has acquired an emotional support animal.
And Fern, you read my mind. That was totally what I was going to do.
I'm afraid
I'm
that
hungry. I want a snack.
Chris is not going to be doing any of that. She ate some almonds from the pantry last session, and they tasted like mush. So her appetite has
Ew.
been quashed. Aside from the fact that she just saw herself dead and felt herself dead and everything. You know.
I mean, okay, look. At least you know you'd have a family if you died here. That's not too bad.
Time for a fox break. Hello. My name is Fox.
I am here. Robot Fox.
Fox.
I like warm hugs.
Welcome back.
Mwah.
Hello, Fox.
Is that a
Nova
kitty?
says hello.
Look at that kitty.
This is Nova. She's just a kitten. She's a big
Itty
kitten.
bitty. Like what? 12 weeks? 16? Really tiny.
She's I want to say about 6 months old.
6 months.
But she wants
Kitty.
to say hi.
Yeah, kitty.
She's been attacking my keyboard the whole game. Kitty.
That's my eye. My mouth. My ear. My eye. My mouth. My mouse. Yeah, that's my mouse.
Yeah, to the people watching the stream, we do all sorts of Dungeon and Dragon stuff. We use Foundry Virtual Tabletop, where Rich is the DM. We use Dwarven Forge terrain. If you know anything about Dwarven Forge, obviously that's how we kind of started, basically just doing Dwarven Forge games, like in the videos below. We do those games as well, and then we also play PC games, where you'll see me once per week, or twice per week, actually playing Baldur's Gate. We didn't play Baldur's Gate this week because we're doing an update that erases your saves. So yeah, if you want to see more of what we do, I'll put the social thing in right now, so you can see the socials, and that shows you some of the builds that we've done, our other social media stuff. So you can just follow us up there, and we thank everyone for the support, all the follows. This is growing a lot faster than we expected. We didn't even expect to have subscribers and everything for a while. From what I've read online, it sometimes can take up to 2 years to really get going. So yeah, we're really happy with how well this is going, and that's why we've expanded into these other mediums. If you have any questions, just let me know in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. We have a lot of people that help us out. Please watch Wargaming Recon. He's just started his own Twitch channel. He's a really good guy. Stat Trackers is awesome. They sent us some stuff. I talk about them whenever we do our Dwarven Forge games. I actually use them for our Dwarven Forge game. Monkey Paw Clothing. That is one of our players also has that as a clothing line. That she sent me a shirt. It's awesome. And then we also have the gentleman Faraday. He actually just ended his Kickstarter. I just realized I should have been doing this the whole darn time. But he has Kickstarter for cards that are actually really beautiful cards. You should check that out as well. If anybody has any
Are they
questions,
D&D cards? What kind of cards are they?
they're like playing cards, just like
Oh,
really
okay,
cool
like
playing
52
cards.
card deck.
But they're beautiful, they actually have they're
Yeah.
gold on the outside, and they're like so well made. They're gorgeous looking cards. For anybody who's actually takes a look at those. I'm trying to remember what else I could tell people about us. Again, we offer private virtual games. If you're interested in that, we sell our modules like this, the Doom of Daggerdale module that I've run for on our Dwarven Forge games. I converted that module, also added stuff to it from 2nd edition to 5th edition. So if you're interested in purchasing that module, we sell for $19.99. It starts everyone at first level. By the end of the adventure, they're 3rd level. So it's really cool because a lot of adventures, and they don't always start out in the very beginning. Here you get to see your characters grow and start. So if you're interested in that, we sell it as well. And just follow us on socials. If you can subscribe, that's wonderful. If you have an Amazon subscription to us, please don't forget to renew that subscription, because it ends because it's a free subscription from Amazon Prime. So, and if you don't know about that, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, they give you a free Twitch subscription every month. So you can just give it to us if you want, absolutely free. Know that your support isn't just being squandered. As you can see, we do a lot more programming now. We're constantly expanding, listening to our community and to our viewers. And of course, we're getting more Dwarven Forge, and we're going to get more tables. And once we do that, you'll have just a more seamless world. My ultimate dream is to have 6 tables, which would be 36 feet long, all connected, and then have each table like a separate biome. So one table is all mountains with a river going through it. Then you have the mountain that flows down into the Forest Valley Delta River. The delta of the river gives way to the swamps. So, one whole table mountains, one whole table forest, one whole table swamps, one whole table town. Well, the outskirts of the town that's on the outskirts of the castle, then one whole table castle, and then one whole table just for dungeons, that I can change up the dungeons whenever necessary, or catacombs, whatever. But that's the ultimate dream. And then have the cameras on wheels and the lights that we can just wheel down as we're playing. So again, when players say, hey, and what's also my dream, and I've got the pieces coming. I've got the pieces to do that now. I could fill up 6 tables. I just need to get to 6 tables and have the space. So the goal now is to redo my basement. Eventually, when I get the money, it's a lot of money, but to redo the basement and then do the stuff down there. So that's what we're working on now. It's a lot. Like I said, I just ordered Wildlands Untamed, painted, and that gives you a shitload of pieces combined. I already have 2 sets of Dread Hollow, so all my mountains, and I have a buttload of mountain pieces, so all my mountains taken care of. I got plenty of mountains, plenty of forest, plenty of swamp, plenty of town, plenty of castle. So I got, like I said, enough pieces to do that, and still actually probably have some left over. And I have plenty of dungeon pieces as well. It's just a matter of getting the space now, because we do this out of a garage. So, imagine how hard that is, playing in a garage, and trying to do all this with the lighting and all that other stuff, right in here in South Jersey. Looking forward to when we get to test out some more classes and subclasses. Oh yeah, thank you, Violin. Appreciate that, man. Baldur's Gate 3. I love Baldur's Gate series. Obviously, I'm 44 years old, so I have played video games for a long time, and I can remember playing the first Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2. Awesome games. I still love that edition, obviously, because I grew up on second edition. That was my thing. I cut my teeth on, basically. But fifth edition Baldur's Gate is cool too. I love the jump in Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, you can literally just jump anywhere. It's like you can fly almost in that game. It's awesome. But yeah, thank you for watching the Baldur's Gate 3 streams. We really appreciate the support. We're going to be starting a podcast soon for Dungeons and Dragons as well. So we got another thing coming down the pike. And then we're also going to be starting a new channel in December when Cyberpunk comes out, because this channel is all about Dungeons and Dragons. But, just to mention, we're also going to be doing a game channel called Nerdbauchery Plays. And JC might actually play some Cyberpunk up there, or I'm going to play some Cyberpunk. And we're getting the new NVIDIA card, the 3090 RTX. So you'll get to see Cyberpunk in its most beautiful form, because I have a good processor. I have a 5960X overclocked, true 8 core, 32 gigs of RAM. So I'm good to go on the computer, just getting a new card. Because right now I have 2 Titan X Pascals in my machine, and again, everything's liquid cooled, so I get very good, frame rates and everything. So yeah, that's you'll be watching us play a beautiful version of Cyberpunk 2077 on a nice liquid cooled processor, liquid cooled graphics card, all that good stuff, so you can get the full ray tracing effects on PC.
Guardian, that is indeed the same Nerdbauchery that you saw at Mythica.
Yes.
And they have only gotten more and more impressive since we were last there.
Oh, Gadian, yeah. Gadian, you saw me when I was just starting, when I had just basically dungeon pieces. Dude, I've gotten so much more since then. I've probably gotten about, a lot more city pieces, more dungeon pieces, more city pieces, more mountain pieces. I got 2 sets of Dread Hollow. So I have a whole thing of forest now. I didn't have any of that. Basically, Gadian, and thank you for supporting me since the beginning. And it's close to my heart that you remember me, the Mysticos, man. Thank you. But when I first started, basically all I had was like some dungeons and a little bit of city pieces. I didn't have any castle pieces. I can build now a freaking huge ass castle that will take up a whole 6-foot table, with towers in the center, with a bridge connecting the towers. It just goes on and on and on with the crap I have now.
We're just waiting for a few of our players to return, and we will continue.
Wait till you see Wildlands Untamed,
do we have any
Gadian.
questions from the chat?
What did you say, Richard?
I said before we continue, while we're still waiting, I'm more than happy to answer any questions the chat might have.
Well, Pools of Radiance, Ruins of Mitranor, oh my god. Anfern. You're speaking my language, dude.
Mitranor is amazing.
I've been begging Dwarven Forge to come out with an Elven city and Elven ruins just so I could completely rebuild Mitranor. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, yes. If you do that, Tony, I am 100% down to play.
Not if, I would. It's not a question of if. I would. I just bought Wildlands Untamed. Well, I'm paying payment $500 per month, but
I'm gonna turn my camera off while I'm eating. Well, actually, mic and camera, but I am here.
All right, now we're just waiting on Galen and Mari to return.
You're getting really low, Rich.
Hold on.
You're all right now, but you went out for a second.
Kaylin has been here for a while, FYI.
All right. And Ramari, you're here as well?
Yeah.
All right. Everyone is back.
All right, let's rock.
So we return to the master suite that Tian has just entered into.
Since it's me.
So, Tian, you see the things that I laid before you.
I can't see further into this alcove over here, can I?
Not from where you're currently standing, no.
I'll call for somebody to come hold the door for me.
Kaylin will come and hold the door then.
Alright. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kaylin. because I don't want to get locked in anywhere.
Don't sit in any chairs
That's
either.
fully understandable.
Yeah. What all's on this table?
On the table, you see empty porcelain bowl and matching jug, as well as a few mugs sitting there.
Okay.
On the wardrobe where you see those candles laying, you actually see a small jewelry box as well.
All right. A door.
There's a door, yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna slip it open and see what is in there.
As you open the door, hanging from a noose around its neck, you see this bloated gray corpse wearing
crap.
tattered, shredded house clothes, similar to that of the man that you see in the painting above the fireplace. And other than the movement of the door knocking into the body, it does not seem to move. The long, hanging purple tongue resting on its chest like it's fine.
So it's dressed like the guy in the paintings?
It is indeed.
I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna look at Caitlin. His hand definitely
Close the door! Hold the door! Hold the door!
And you grab the door. You grab the door, yanking it shut. Give me a strength check.
There we go.
Oh, come on. Ooh,
Not as bad as I expected.
You pull, you grab the door, and it's not closing, and you look down. In the frame of the door is part of this creature's arm hanging out, fist and forearm. The door closed against it, locked between the door and the frame.
Okay,
the same long, elongated fingers still curled around a strange piece of parchment.
Ugh.
Okay,
Let me
stand
be
there.
clear. The arm is not severed in the door. It is actually blocking the door from closing.
I'm just gonna stand there for a second, close my eyes, take a deep breath, and then open them and see if I can see any movement in the corpse at all.
I think give me a perception check.
Can I see this from the doorway?
You definitely heard me yell out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the arm hanging out of the door, yes. And Tian?
Mm-hmm.
And so, since Kaylin sees Rumari at the doorway as well, she's gonna rush over to Tian.
And as Kaylin's rushing up, you do see movement in the arm and hand.
Oh, hell no.
It seems as if something is moving underneath the surface.
Just gonna
but
under the surface. So like inside the arm.
Ow!
Tian's gonna reach his foot out.
I'm like come running into the room from the screaming and all this.
Too many people at once. What was that, Tian?
Tian's gonna just like reach his foot out and like kick it a little bit with his toe.
Just like poke at it. And as you do, you see the hand sort of uncurl, the paper falling to the ground before the hand falls still.
Okay, just gonna grab the paper and then kick the hand further into the closet. This is what I get for trying to eat.
And as you sort of open the door a bit, pushing the hand back in, as you close the door of the closet, you hear ever so faintly just this wet, dripping sound from behind the door.
Oh, great. That's not good.
Oh god.
What?
You are now holding a piece of paper in your hand.
What?
I'll turn to Kaylin and say, I think I found the lord of the estate. And then I'm gonna open up the paper and see what it says.
You see in shaking handwriting,
I'm shaking as I'm trying to read it.
my beloved children, I wish I could do what all fathers do and tell you that monsters aren't real. But it wouldn't be true. Life can create things of exquisite beauty, but it can also twist them into hideous beings. Selfish, violent, grotesque, and monstrous. It hurts me to say that your mother has turned into one such monster, inside and out, and I'm afraid the disease that afflicted her mind has taken hold of me as well. It sickens me to think what we've put you through. There is no excuse. I only ask you, though I know I have not the right to do so, to try and forgive us. I despise what your mother has become, but I love and pity her all the same. Rose, I wish I could see you blossom into a strong, beautiful woman. Thorn and Walter, I wish I could be there for you, but I cannot. This is the only way. Goodbye.
Okay.
Looking at the parchment, you see dark stains and slightly smeared ink in spots, as if tears had fallen along the page while it was being written.
I don't like this. I'll show. I'll hand the parchment to Kaylin and then just walk by here because I'm. Jesus Christ, by Lathander. Yeah.
Sorry, can we talk for a minute about how they named their children Rose and Thorn, and then their third one was like, he's Walter.
That's fine.
It's
Rose and
fine.
Rose and Walter, I think, or not Walter. Rose and Thorn were from the same mother.
Yeah. I'm understanding the story. I just think it's funny that it's like, oh, Rose, Thorn,
The other mother just didn't try.
Walter.
Rosavalda and Thornbolt.
Oh yeah, such high class names, and then Walter.
That's true. Can I check the writing desk itself, though? There's a desk right there, or is that just for show?
As you look at the desk, the area, you see a few blank pieces of parchment, an ink well and quill. The ink dried up. And you also see a small jewelry box.
Oh. There appears to be something on this desk. Who am I standing next to? Ramari, I'm gonna go check it. If suddenly I drop dead, well, you probably shouldn't open it.
Kaylin's gonna.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Fair. Look at the jewelry box. You see it is made of silver with gold filigree.
Can I investigate it first, before I open it to see if it's trapped or...
You absolutely can. Give me an investigation check, old man.
I want to make sure it's not, yeah. Ooh.
If you're looking over it, there is a very simple clasp and hatch on it. It does not seem to be trapped of any sort. You don't see any wires, don't see any glyphs or mechanisms. It just seems to be an ornate jewelry box. Though it is covered in dust.
Well, I've looked at it. It doesn't seem to be anything strange about it. Let me open it up and see what's inside. Thanks for moving away, Ramari.
You slowly flip the latch and clasp.
You put too much trust in them.
You very slowly and timidly lift the lid, sort of shying your head away. You see inside there is 3 gold rings, a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant, and a folded and wax-sealed letter laying underneath the jewel.
All right. I see some rings in here, and there's a necklace, very valuable, very valuable. And there's also a letter that looks important, still sealed. I go ahead and I break the seal. Well, no. I investigate. Can I do a history check on the seal? Or is it that same seal we've been seeing?
It's that same windmill. Thank you, Gadian, for the subscription.
Oh, thank you, Gadian. Thank you. Your support is appreciated.
Next time I see you in
It's
Mexico, so I'll have
most
to buy you a pack or something.
Every subscription is helping us, man. Every subscription is helping us to get closer to those
And
more
Tony,
pairs.
that's the last subscription we needed for you to get dressed and dance for.
Ah, well,
Thank you,
We're not
Gaddy.
gonna do it right now.
I know I have to do it for the evil team because I got like 3 subscriptions for the evil for the next evil thing, so I know I'll be doing it then. Did we get 3 up here?
Next break.
Oh, great.
8:30 when we take our next break, when Tony's gonna get changed and dance and sing for us. So you
Right.
start figuring out what song from the 80s you would like Tony to
Yeah,
sing.
it's my favorite now.
Oh,
So Abraham, you see the windmill symbol stamped into this wax, and as your thumbnail scrapes underneath, breaking the wax seal, you unfold the letter. And in a very nice, flowing script, you see, "My dear Mrs. Petrovna,
my dear Mrs.
your
Petrova.
your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is quite good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, with the assistance of such a remarkably innocent subject, the results of our proceedings may be far improved. Innocent, of course, is not quite the term I would use. If nothing else, I am relieved that I shall soon no longer have to suffer the harlot's insufferable presence each time we must pass through her quarters to our meeting space. We shall be well rid of her and the bastard, indeed. My thanks, Miss Elizabeth Durst."
Well, this letter was quite informative. A bastard running around somebody wasn't happy about. So someone was obviously involved in intermarital affairs. The plot thickens.
Romari, why don't you give
Plot
me
chickens.
a wisdom
Plot
check?
chickens. Plot chickens.
A wisdom check.
Wisdom ability check.
Okay.
You know what? A 7 is actually good enough. The DC is not very high. Because as Abraham is reading that letter out loud to each of you and makes the comments that he does, you think back to the painting you saw of the family on the 2nd floor, and you remember seeing who you now know to be Gustav and Elizabeth, Rose and Thorn. You remember Gustav holding a small swaddled child and Mrs. Durst in the painting seeming to regard it with scorn.
There was another
Oh,
clue that we
snap.
got too that was in the letter, that was in the chest. That was from I forgot exactly who it was from, but I believe it was titled to Gustav. And it mentioned
My
something
most
like that too.
pathetic servant.
Yeah, I think that one.
Mm-hmm. And it was signed by a specific individual. A name that I don't think any of you would actually know. It was signed and sealed by your Dreadlord and Master Strahd von Zarovich.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember asking about that. Whether or not we had already heard his name.
At this point, you had not.
Aside from that.
And there was a letter on a desk that you also received from Gustav, titled to
my
a
dad.
specific Dimov. D-I-M-O-V. And that was a letter wrapped around a large iron key, worrying
that
that they
was.
may not be delivered, and giving his brother care of the home as well as the care of the children over to his brother Dima.
It doesn't seem like there's anything in this room.
I'm gonna go warm my hands by the fire.
Can I
Step over by
investigate
the
the bed?
fire, warm your hands.
Did anybody investigate the bed yet?
No, nobody has.
I'd
Helvete,
like.
as you step by the fire, you see there are flames burning on the logs within. You put your hands out to warm them, and you feel no heat coming from it.
Really? Even the fire is made of ghosty stuff? Come on! I mean, wait. Was there a dead dude in there?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
there was.
So,
And he was all fleshy still?
It still had skin and a tongue.
You know, is there any, like, stray books or papers near me?
On the table, there are a few blank pieces of parchment, yes.
I'm going to grab a piece and throw it into the fire.
And as you do so, it turns to ash quite rapidly.
Damn.
Doesn't seem that
See,
there's.
I don't trust fire that's not hot.
Why don't you
Kaylin.
stick your hand in it and just see?
Keelan's gonna try to walk out the door, assuming it still opens.
It is still open because Tiana is currently holding it open.
Yeah.
As she comes out, she's gonna speak to Tiana and say,
Cannot.
"Can we, like, finish, or can we go try that other staircase now? Obviously, all the doors we've been investigating on this floor have not turned out very well for the rest of us."
It's helping to unravel the mystery of this place, but there's still one door here, and the old man wanted to check it out. To look.
Is unraveling the mystery helping us get out, though?
It might.
Knowledge is always power.
If nothing else, it might help us get out.
Blind ignorance has never helped anyone. To survive this place, we must know where we are and why. Someone would want to trap us here.
Considering I was talking to Tien in the hallway, I'm guessing Abraham's just mumbling to himself.
I thought that was close enough.
Yes, Abraham is not close enough to hear that conversation.
Disregard everything Abraham said.
I will say that...
We usually do.
He's just mumbling to himself.
As with old people. I will say
He's
that...
just a crazy old man.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought. I'm upset. Finding out what happened here with these people, if there's a curse on this house and we just meandered in because of, sheer dumb luck, then if we understand how it's working, then we can figure out how to get out, how to get ourselves out of it.
Kaylin's gonna shoot you a side glance when you said sheer dumb luck. And then she'll say, "Very well. I still want to try that trap entrance."
So what will you all be doing at this point?
Okay.
I'll just stay here and hold the door for the others. until they come out.
Kaylin will also hand the piece of paper to Chris when she is sitting out here in the hallway.
Chris is still sitting on the floor petting Sir Gwillem.
He sort of just rested his head on your thigh, just breathing slow.
Which piece of paper did you hand her? The letter?
The note that
The letter from
Gustav
the
had in his
yeah.
hand.
From the father?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
So there were two letters. There was one from Elizabeth to a Miss Petrovna, and there was what seemed to be the last letter that Gustav ever wrote.
I think Abraham had the one from to Miss Petrovna, and then I gave the one that Gustav had to Kaylin, so that's
Got
what
it.
Chris has.
Got it.
Yeah, so Chris is currently reading the final letter.
Yeah.
As she's reading it, she looks up at Kaylin and she says, "Should I put this with the others?"
Kaylin will shrug and be like, I don't know, you seemed interested in them, so I thought you would want it.
I mean, I'm always interested in letters. Cheap.
There
which out.
is still one door on this floor that nobody has inspected.
Yeah.
Abraham is currently standing in front of it.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Gonna
All
open
right,
the,
let's
you gonna
go.
open the door, old man? Come on.
I'm curious to know what's behind this door.
I'm going to follow the old man.
Right. Old man's gonna open up the door unless anybody thinks I shouldn't. Yeah. Any consensus here?
Kaylin thinks you shouldn't, but Kaylin's not going to say
Do
anything.
it!
Where's
Do
Kaylin?
it.
Kaylin's back. Oh, thank you, Kaylin.
Come on, I want it. Come on.
Get away from me, Havate. I don't trust you. Something seems off with you. You're too quick to burn. And you're not even nervous about this place. You make me nervous, not being nervous.
Right. I'm opening up the
This
door
place
here.
is legendarily making
Come on,
Hans so
there are
nervous.
so many potential friends here.
All right.
Dusty shelves line the walls of this room.
Meanie.
You see a few of the shelves contain folded sheets, blankets, and what seem to be old bars of soap. Leaning against the far wall is a cobweb-covered broom. Over here.
I apologize, Helvete. Maybe you could go in first and check it out. Go ahead and check it out in there, Helvete. I take it all back.
All right. Old man's going in.
He's being courageous. He goes in. Don't see much. There's a broom over
One
there.
moment, because for some reason my mouse is trying to select everybody.
It was doing that to me a few
All
seconds ago.
Oh, this is bad because he only wants
All
to
right.
select me.
No. It's because if I have one person selected, I get their vision, so I can't see everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So you start moving in, and like I said, the walls have shelves lining with sheets, blankets, old bars of soap. It seems to be a storage closet.
Can I quickly investigate under the... Well, let me communicate.
This appears just to be a storage closet, but of course, let me quickly look under the sheets and everything else. Perhaps someone hid something here a long time ago. Who knows? Who's to say? We should be
Like a
thorough.
head.
Well, I'm going to quickly...
Tian, can you hold the door open for me?
Of
Like a
course.
body.
All right. So
Kaylin will say, great, and she'll just start moving towards the hidden passageway and start clearing out more cobwebs.
all right.
And
I'm going to go with
You-
Kaylin.
you sort of bend down and start looking into these shelves, Abraham.
I was just going to roll investigation roll. That's all right.
Yep. No, that's fine. You can absolutely investigate. And as you do so, suddenly, the broom against the wall falls against you.
Oh, oh.
Unfortunately, the 7 will miss. But as it levitates into the air, it swings again
Come on.
And it knocks sheet and soap off of the shelf above you, and you see that the broom is now hovering in midair.
Great. Wonderful. Just what I needed.
Oh, rather than go through the whole initiative order, Abraham, what do you do?
Quickly, let's get. There's no need to fight a broom. There's no need for this. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I tried to get
Start
out.
running out.
Is there a
Abraham,
very
as you
angry Mickey Mouse
step
somewhere?
away from it,
Oh, I disengage.
it smacks you in the back of the head.
I disengage.
You did not state that you disengaged.
I hate you so much, Rich. You're a terrible person.
If you had said, I disengage from the broom
You're a
and
terrible
then
person.
your token.
Just wait till you're the evil party. Just wait.
Oh, I can't wait. As you take 6 points of damage as the wood cracks against the back of your
Jesus.
skull.
My head! You damn broom, you son of a bitch!
Oh! Oh!
You damn bitch, you bag,
Chris is
Stay in
looking
the
at
room or do you
Romari.
step out?
What is
I'm
happening?
getting out of there. I don't want to mess with no crazy broom that's smacking me for 6 points of damage.
Alright, you have the ability to freely interact with an object, and you can close the door behind you if you so choose.
You might as well. I'm gonna close it. Close it.
What is that? My head! Son of a cracking.
All right.
I feel like Tian actually would be laughing through a good amount of
Broom. I close the door. Don't you try coming out.
See, that's what you get for being mean to me.
That's what I get for being
And as you
curious.
close the door, you hear a slamming against the door behind you.
I'm right. All right. Well, forget that room. We don't need to go in there after all.
No, old man just keeps rubbing the back of his head.
Does anybody got a piece of napkin or cloth or something?
Tian will like smack him on the back like with like a hearty thud and just cast Cure Wounds.
Oh,
And as you do so, you notice in the lining of his cloak, you see one of the sheets has been hooked and is trailing him like a dusty cape, and is being held in place by a bar of soap.
By a bar of soap?
Yes, so sort of in the collar of your cloak, you now have a cape made of white being held in place by a bar of soap. But currently, with the smack to the back of your head, you're not really paying attention to that.
Oh, okay. So
I cast it?
I have a cape with soap.
There we go.
You have a white sheet and a bar of soap that you're currently wearing as a cloak.
You are
Interesting.
Janitor Man.
You're healed for 10 points.
Janitor man.
Oh fuck.
All right. So janitor man, I guess that's my new nickname forever now. Now I forgot what I was doing because somebody made me think about janitor man.
You hear the door slamming. You see the wood is actually shaking in the frame repeatedly.
someone go in there and take care of that damn broom. I can't. I'm too old.
Did you get your healing?
How much healing did I get? What did you get?
10.
Oh yeah, that means I'm up to full health. So
Yeah.
Absolutely full, yes.
yeah,
That's
good.
more than your maximum hit points.
Yeah, I'm back up.
To. Thank you. My head feels a lot better. That was a mistake. I suggest we leave as long as that thing isn't coming through the door.
I'm going to lean.
What's this thing around my collar here? This damn soap. Get this
I'm
out.
going to lean out. I'm going to lean out and scream down the hall. That's what you get for being mean to the ghost.
Does it? Are we still in initiative? Like, is it still trying to attack through the door?
The door seems to be shaking on its hinges, but
Time to go.
Let's. Okay. Anybody else want to help me deal with this broom?
I think we can just leave it. It doesn't have hands.
That's fair, but it is. It could break the door, but Alright, I'll just go with everybody else back in the spooky room.
I take off and save the soap, by the way. I save it when I take off the sheet and the soap.
You can go ahead and add a bar of soap to your inventory. Just make a note of it and we'll add it later. Same with everybody else's stuff.
This is as close as I've came to a bath in a month.
DM, can you give me control of Sir Gwillem now?
To do so, I will have to actually make a proper character sheet for him.
Oh, okay.
So
Don't
I
worry.
will do that by next session.
No worries.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got the cape. I've got the cape tides. It's
Actually, hold on. Let me duplicate this. Sir Gwillem. I think I spelled it right. My brain is fried. There we go. Now I just need to close that sheet. Configure permissions. All players. I'm actually going to give all players control over Sir Gwillem. Just so I don't have to deal with it. Alright. So now I go like this. Go like this. Alright, so is everyone going to be making their way upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I untarget Abraham?
Bullseye. You have to click it again.
Stop poking Abraham.
Stop trying to heal him.
That touch.
Elder abuse.
There you go. You actually have his character sheet in. Let me actually click this one, get rid of it. And we'll just move him into the room here.
Caitlin, take a step away from Abraham.
Okay, Caitlin, where are you going? Why you move away?
Do I smell?
Maybe that's why the broom was so
Everyone
mad.
there.
You offended it since.
Everyone makes their way up the cobweb-ridden stairs as Kalen slowly clears them away.
Too many people are moving Sir Gwillem right now.
Yeah, I just realized I couldn't. I don't know. I'm trying to move my own character.
Selected too.
Yeah, I don't want to move Sir Gwillem. I'm trying to stay. I just automatically did that. There we go.
I think somehow we got forced to all select him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wackadoodle.
Whoa.
Again,
Find
I got
yourself
moved to him.
reaching a landing.
They're all selected.
Yeah, I can't see my guy.
I can't get my person away from them. Oh, there we go.
Try dragging an empty space on the field.
No, they're good now.
Off of the space.
They're good. They're good.
And Abraham, just to confirm, you did take the jewelry box or no?
Yeah, I took the stuff in the jewelry box.
All right. So you took everything out of the jewelry box and left the box itself.
Yeah, I left the box.
Okay.
Click and drag off of any of the character tokens, and you'll deselect the characters, and it'll default back to your character's vision.
You know what? Hold on a second. Let me just change
There
one
we
other
go,
thing
there
with
we
Sir
go.
Gwillem, because that is actually bothering everybody. I am going to just change it to where everyone can observe him. And Chris, I'm going to make you the owner of him since he's
There we go.
So now everyone can see his vision, but not control it.
Okay.
You see a door at the end of this cobweb and dust-choked hallway. You also notice that the
I'ma open it.
itself, the attic here, the ceiling is roughly 13 feet high.
That's a big attic. So
As you open the doorway, you find yourself in a heavily cobwebbed hall.
well, we're here for the cult stuff.
Silence.
I'm just gonna start wandering through, humming to myself.
It wouldn't be right if we didn't make any TikTok references during game, I guess.
It hurts me that you only know that because of TikTok.
I actually watched it.
How long have we been in here, by the way, DM, out of character?
How much time has passed since you entered this house?
Yeah.
It has been about 2.5 to 3 hours.
Didn't you say someone was kind of had a level of exhaustion as well?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
someone
was
had a
Kaylin.
level of exhaustion.
So no, wait. Does someone? I'm sorry. Is that yes or no? Does someone have exhaustion?
Yeah, Kaylin
Keon
has
has
one point.
exhaustion.
All right.
Was it Kaylin? Was it Kaylin? Kaylin? I thought it was Keon
Kaylin.
that had it.
It's Kaylin.
No, Kaylin hasn't.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Kaylin, well, and everybody else, just like, no, I don't have any spells left. I don't know about anybody else, but
No,
we
I just
got a
used my last one to heal you.
we got a person with exhaustion, so somebody eventually, I don't know, maybe a rest in a little while, get some stuff. I don't know. Up to y'all. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I have spare the dying, just in case.
What's this?
How
I
about
spare
that?
the dying just in case.
The door here.
That is my answer. No rest.
Helvete, the door you see right here actually has a very large iron padlock on it.
Oh, we're not supposed to be here. I want to be there.
Wait, what has a padlock on it?
The door right here.
Is there anything else around the door, or is it just a padlock?
The padlock is going through the. There's a a lock on the door connected to the wall, keeping it shut. Pretty much think an oversized master lock that you would have in a shared home to keep people out of your room.
Do I still have my my makeshift lockpick?
You do indeed.
Say that again?
You do indeed.
I'll wander over. There's another door though.
There are multiple doors here.
There's a door with a padlock down there. Obviously, someone does not want us in there. What do y'all think we should do?
I can.
We should go in there. Duh.
Okay. I can try and get us in, but I think we should check the other doors first.
Yeah.
I'm
Last
Mari,
resort.
to your right, you see another door at the end of this corridor. And as you were coming down, you did see a set of double doors, one on either side at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Didn't we find a key earlier?
Oh, that's true. Did we find the key?
I think we found the key.
Hmm.
I still think maybe we should check the other doors first.
I think, Ramari, I'm in agreement.
Okay, let's go.
I'll wander over to this one.
Let us know what you see, Ramari.
I'll give a
It's
listen.
interesting. You would think that the
Okay.
most likely exit would be the locked door, but everything else has been here to deceive us and trick us. If they had so blatantly put a lock on the front of the door, it may just be another trap.
Rumari gives
It's a
Kaylin
very
kind of
good
like a blank look.
True.
And then just, I'm gonna listen at the door.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You listen at the door, and you don't hear any noise coming from the other side.
Oh crap!
Sick! I'll open it a little.
I'm gonna poke Rumari in the sides.
Rumari flinches violently.
Ooh! I'm sorry, did you hear anything?
No, there was nothing. Please don't do that to me.
Oh.
And I'm gonna push
I'm
the doors
sorry,
open just a
I'm
little.
curious.
Go ahead and try to open the door.
Rumari, don't play.
You see a web-filled room once more. Sparsely decorated with a small table, a chair, a small rug, a very slender bed. You see as you step in, you see a iron stove on the far wall that seems to be used for heating the room. In the corner of the room, right over here, you see a gently moving rocking chair.
More ghosts in here. Oh hell.
Is it safe in there? It looks to be.
I mean, I haven't died yet.
Don't
Well,
jinx it.
I guess that's better than nothing for an answer. If you're alive, that's positive.
Oh, what happened?
Why is Aletta mean?
We got new ghost friends!
I don't want to move past Rumari. In case something happens. It's not just like getting close, but nah, you can go first. I'm just gonna hang back just a bit.
I'm gonna go straight over to the rocking chair.
No,
Sure.
let's not do that.
Kaylin, do not sit in a rocking chair.
Hell
Oh,
if I'd
that
say.
wasn't Kaylin name. I'm sorry.
And as you all sort of move in,
Oh crap. EM's loading another map. We're in trouble.
this is what you
I
see.
was only thinking about it. I wasn't gonna do it.
Just to give you a
I'm
visual.
gonna do it, girl.
Let that sit for a moment, and then we will bring you back.
Oh, I'm really nervous.
What do y'all think we should do at this point? I don't want to sit in the chair. That's all I know.
We should move on.
I'm gonna poke the chair.
No.
Go for it, Rumari. We believe in you.
Me.
And as you do, the chair rocks a bit more, kicking up a little bit of dust that was piled up.
I'm gonna go forward. Anyway. I guess I'm tanking. the old man cleric is tanking.
Hell with it. Where you're standing, you look out the window, and you can see below where you're standing, covering the first 3 floors of the house, is that wall of mist. And at this point, the fog is just sort of rolling up towards the windows, and you cannot see further than 5 or 10 feet away from where the house currently stands.
Is that a 4-post bed?
What was that?
Is that a 4-post bed right there in the middle?
That is a rug.
It's a rug? I didn't see. Okay. Cool.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, that is the bed. It is just
Oh, okay.
there are the 2 posts on the end. Rug is underneath it. There's a small wardrobe here, a table and chair here, rocking chair here. I totally misread the map. That was my mistake. What do you do?
There is nothing here. I think
I'm gonna
this
sit
is
in the
my-
rocking chair.
Oh hell.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Helvetic, take a seat
Rumari,
in the rocking chair.
No. No, Rumari, get out of here. Stop taking my position. Damn. Get out of my spot. I was trying to get behind.
Okay,
My
fine.
spot
Move behind me.
to
I'll stand in the
wood.
same spot as the dog.
Creaks
This is my
underneath
spot in
you.
the back. I'm the coward.
The wood creaks underneath you, and you can feel the wood of the chair bowing a bit, as if it is very, very old. But it seems to hold your weight, and you just sort of rock back a bit. And you have a moment of panic as it seems like it's rocking a bit too far back, and you're about to be spilled out of it before righting yourself.
Right? Nothing happened.
Oh wait. Okay, it's cool.
Those of you looking
It's
at
cool.
her see her tip
Just
back
a chair.
precariously on the very tips of the legs of the chair before barely being able to right herself before it falls over.
It doesn't look like there's anything
It's
in this
actually
room.
pretty comfortable.
It's not.
You're a very strange cat woman thing.
Yeah.
Definitely the strangest cat I've ever met.
Saying, I just feel it's rude to assume that we can't make friends here.
There is
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
to make friends with.
Ghost friends are forever friends.
Hmm.
Anyway,
is a strange one.
Fine,
there's nothing in this room. I think we should move
fine,
on.
let's go.
Oh, you continue on. Where do you go?
I'll follow the others out.
There we go.
Rumari leading the way.
Rumari, since being tossed over the railing of the stairs, has been incredibly tense.
Rumari has PTSD.
Rumari. Oh, there he is. Sorry.
Walking past the padlocked door, down the hallway.
I'll let everybody else go in front of me.
Ooh, there's 3.
I'll listen at the right door.
We're all waiting back
Ooh,
here.
then I'll go to
Oh,
the left door.
Right? Both of you
Fine.
give me perception checks.
While they're doing that, can I try to have a conversation with Sir Gwillem here and ask if he knows anything about this locked door?
That's a good idea.
Rumari, Helvetic, neither of you hear any noises.
Sick.
Willem looks up at you
Ooh, I'm gonna open the door.
with those big
The hell?
brown eyes. Looking at you, lets out a bit of a chuff.
There we go.
Doesn't seem to have any information.
I'm gonna say, Sir Gwillem, are you also a person trapped as a dog?
No response.
That's not a no, though.
You just seem some pants a bit.
It's not a no.
No.
Not a no. No response. It's not a no. Maybe he can't respond.
Does anybody speak dog?
Or she.
Helvetic,
Might be a she.
You brazenly open the door in front of you.
Geez.
Did Helvete open that door? Oh, God.
And you see what seems to be another bedroom.
No.
Another single bed and
Yeah,
table,
how
stove, and
Who
chair.
lived here? Oh, wander in,
Nothing-
look around.
Nothing of note.
Anything?
No.
Nothing
it
on the
seems to be
table.
Very bare.
Bah. Boring!
Helvete seems bored, so I'm
Guys,
gonna turn and
there's
try
no
and
more
open the other
rooms.
door.
Go ahead and open the door, Henry.
Cool.
Anything?
Yes. This room, as you open the door, is a dusty chamber packed with old furniture, draped with dusty white sheets. You can make out the shapes of chairs, tables, what looks to be a standing person, thin, tall, slender objects that you would make out to be mirrors,
What?
and a few small chests.
Hmm.
This
What
is
do you see in the
weird.
room?
I'm not sure. It's weird.
May not be wise to go in.
If you don't feel right, then take caution. Prudence is never an unwise decision.
Yes, in the center of the room, Rumari, you see what looks to be a stone-like statue of a woman kneeling with a set of wings behind her.
Okay.
There's a table here. There is a small trunk here. Another table over here. More objects all around this room, fairly cluttered. And you notice that the trunk down here is large. You notice the tables are all designed and they look like they would be brought down into a dining area to seat more people. There are old chairs, old furniture, old mirrors, most of which are covered.
Alright.
Let's explore this place.
I'm gonna kind of skirt around this statue. What is the vibe? Is there a vibe?
As you're looking at the statue, you
Roll
notice
for-
that
roll
it's
for
fairly
vibes.
well. You're well. You can see all of the detail, but it seems that one of the reasons that this statue was brought up is there are some breaks and some chips, and you see that a portion of the face, where the jaw would meet the cheekbone down into the neck, has been broken away, as have part of one of the wings. So it looks heavily damaged. Otherwise, it looks like some sort of statuary that would go in a garden.
Sick.
No, it is not a weeping ant.
Everybody blink once.
It's a, so what is
Hell,
exactly is it a statue of?
It is a kneeling woman in a dress with a set of angel's wings off of her back. Helbete, you're investigating the trunk that you
I'm gonna
bought?
head over to the chest.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And next to the iron stove, there is a large wooden trunk with a large metal hasp on the front that would flip up for you to open it. Similar to like a home chest.
Alright. I'm gonna give it a kick, and if nothing explodes, I'll open it up.
Nothing explodes.
Yeah.
And as you open
Then
it,
I'll open it up.
laying inside, you see a figure wrapped in a tattered bedsheet stained with dried blood. A human figure.
Hey guys.
Yes?
Guys.
Coming. What is it?
I think I found something.
What did you find?
It's bloody.
Chris, give me an
I don't
investigation.
know. Even I'm kind of afraid to.
It's a solid wooden door, same metal bands across it, and there's just a large iron padlock on it. But as you're sort of looking at it, you reach into your pack and you pull out that iron key that was on the desk in the library. And it looks like it would fit.
Ooh. I'm sending a message spell to Tian.
Okay.
And I say, I point in the general direction of where they all went, and I say, one of the keys that I had on my person seems to fit into this padlock of this door back here. Perhaps I will wait until the rest of you return to open it.
Do I get the message?
Yes, you do get the
Okay.
message.
Then I'll relay that to the others. That Chris thinks the key will fit into the padlock.
Excellent news. Excellent.
Well,
Finally,
Alvite
some
sort of
positive
crouched
headway.
over this bloodstained sheet.
I'm going to pull out a dagger and kind of use the tip to gently pull away the sheets to see what's wrapped inside.
So you sort of hook it into one of the
You think
corners
it's
of the frame sheet, pulling it away. And underneath it, you see laying, curled up, almost stuffed into this, is the desiccated skeletal remains of a woman wearing a dress with multiple holes and stained blood across the white fabric. As you sort of look at it, you recognize the dress, and the only reason you recognize it so well is because you stared at it for quite some time when you were dancing in front of the mirror.
Is it me or is she breaking up?
You just cut out a little.
Yeah.
She cut out for me as well.
I found my ghost friend, guys! Come over here!
Oh crap.
Hearing her say that to him, just kind of like, oh, no.
Relays the message to the party. Helvete immediately perks up and says that to you as well.
Did you say that there are other trunks in here, or just the one?
There are a couple of other small chests as well, and as you investigate them and look through them, you see old sheets, old, faded paintings, nothing of interest.
No stuff in the chests, huh?
No.
Alright.
I think we should just go. Now
I think we may have found the harlot.
We've found at least 3 bodies thus far. I think we should just move on.
Are there any loose bones?
Yes. You actually, as you pull away, you see that some of the flesh actually stuck to the sheath, and as you pulled it away, it exposed the sinewy, desiccated muscle that was clinging to one of the forearms. You think with a little bit of twisting and working, you would be able to remove those bones.
Okay. I'm gonna start removing the bones.
Helvete hunches over the trunk, and you all hear a tearing sound as she removes a bone from the arm of the corpse within the trunk.
Kaylin will say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Know when it could come in handy, and I like my ghost friend.
I don't think that part is the ghost. Anyway.
That's so rude to the dead. You shouldn't do that. You should leave her alone. Or we should bury her.
Burying her might.
I mean, you can bury the rest of her.
Well, having any part of the body outside of the grave disturbs the dead.
Exactly.
And if she's your friend, would you rather her...
But were you gonna bury her I would rather her with me. Duh.
Either way, we can't
I
bury
might
her
stuff the
until we're
bone in my
outside.
pack and
Go.
just walk out.
Keelan's gonna actually block the door.
Oh. Okay, so as you do so, Helvete, you walk up, and Kalen seems to be blocking the door from you.
Tan's also in the way.
You should put the bone back. That's not okay.
If she's your friend, you want her to rest
She-
well.
To us. I want her to come with us. She might
bones-
come in handy. She could help us.
We don't know if she can or can't. Leave her be until
She
then.
She needs to pass on anyway. She can't stay with us forever.
Yes. Must find peace. That is the natural order.
You
So what do you
were just
do?
going to leave her up here. At least I was trying to get her out of here.
Well, when we solve all of this and we
Well-
actually get out, then we can deal with the dead.
Right, we can't even get
I'm
outside
trying to get
right now. So there's no
place.
point in carrying her around just now, but if you scatter the remains everywhere, it's going to make it near impossible for us to gather them all later.
We must put it on consecrated ground. Kalen is
She's not
right.
everywhere.
Kalen, Ian is right. The remains,
Velvety?
if we are to finish with them, they must be put on consecrated ground. You cannot just take the bones.
Helvete, we'll deal with her afterwards. We'll bury her, give her the rights and everything. Just put her back for now.
Fine. You all have such a funny way of trying to help people. I'll put her back and leave her here to rot instead of trying to help a friend. While you all are all afraid of the ghost friends.
She's already rotten.
You all are so weird.
As soon as Helvete puts the
I'll
bone
put the
back,
bone back and then walk past them.
I'll thank her as she passes.
And as you all make your way back up towards the locked door, the door behind you. Oh, sorry, Abraham.
Poor Abraham.
Locked
The
in
door
room.
slowly closes behind you.
There was an alcove over there that I kind of wanted to look at, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now.
As
It's
you
like-
were looking, that alcove actually was just sort of like a reading nook in front of the window.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, DM,
You
for
all
telling
sort of-
me I had intuition that I could see through walls.
Wait, the wall is misdrawn there. That's why.
It's all good, bro. I was joking.
Yeah, that little alcove that you were at, that's what you saw there.
The old man is
Okay,
happy.
so you're all at the locked door, and you see Chrysadara sitting cross-legged on the ground. Sir Gwillem's head resting on her thigh as she sort of just keeps turning this key back and forth in her hand.
Chris realizes you're all approaching and looks up and hands the key to whomever will take it from her.
I will, I guess.
Okay. She lets Rumari take the key, and then she says, "Go for it. I'm not looking to open any more doors." And she scooches over with Gwillem out of the way.
I will try the key in the lock.
As you place the key into the lock, it slides into place. Slowly turning, you can feel the mechanisms within creaking with age as a loud, resounding clack can be heard throughout the door
Uh-oh.
as the lock drops down off of its tumblers, unlocking and hanging in place.
I will open the door just a little bit, the way Tian has been doing this whole time.
As you slowly open the corner of the door, you see it opens up into a very dusty, dark room. And in the corner that the door opens, you see a small, open chest with windmills painted on the side. Hanging over the edge is a small doll. And there are a few bricks laying on the ground. And as you open the door more fully, you see that this room contains a bricked-up window flanked by 2 dusty wood-framed beds, sized for children. Closer to the door is the toy chest described, and on the left-hand side of the room there is a dollhouse that is a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing.
Oh.
The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize. Laying near the larger of the 2 is a small, leather-bound book with a faded blue ribbon hanging between its pages.
I think those are the children.
Yeah.
They are the ones we saw outside.
Certainly seems that way.
I hate this place.
Likewise. Yeah. Tian's gonna head over to the kids, kneel down, and just say a prayer for them.
I was just about to say, I kneel down with Tian as well, and over the other body, she's next to one, and I do the same thing and begin praying to Lathander.
As you do, one thing catches your eye, that the small leather-bound book has stamped letters across the front that say diary, and in a childish hand carved underneath it, you see the name Rosa Balder.
Who's closer to the book, Tian or I?
Giannis.
Okay.
You are near the skeleton of the young boy.
Okay.
I'll grab the book and start flipping through it.
And as you open it up, you start flipping through, and you see that there's entries about some of her friends in the village, her younger brother, who, as you're reading, she notes that he is very timid, very shy, and you get a sense of how protective she is of him. Different things that she's been studying, that she was learning about just basic arithmetic and language, her studies that her parents were teaching her, and very, very, very basic, but in what are surprisingly insightful observations on the nature of magic and how it works. So much so that you see small scribbles that you recognize as very rudimentary, but they're very clearly the beginnings and workings of some sort of spellcraft. And as you flip the book open to where the ribbon is, you see one of the last full entries. You see a note on a spell that she talks about that allows her to encase her hand in electricity and shock someone that comes near her. You see written in very excited handwriting, "It worked. Uncle Dimov snuck into our room again and went to bother Thornbolt, but this time I was ready. He always wanted to be so mean to him for being soft and shy, and yell. But this time it was me who made him yell. I hope he never comes back.
Is there anything after that?
After
Any
that,
incomplete?
it's empty.
I'll hold on to the diary, but I'll
But
get eat.
as you sort of look up from that, you see two forms manifest before you. You know it is not very kind to go through somebody else's belongings without their permission.
I know, and I'm
It's
sorry.
session.
What was that?
And that is where we are going to end the session tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a cliffhanger. No. All right. Well, that was good.
So, how's everybody feeling?
That was good as usual.
Well,
Everything.
that was sad.
The broom was fun as hell.
I want to find out who these two people are on this next session.
I like that we literally fought animated armor, and that wasn't as scary as the broom that slapped the crap out of the old man.
Well, some of us fought animated armor.
The armor
yeah.
got 3-shot.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go take the broom as a pet.
Oh, that's harsh, man. That's harsh.
You know, that might be a good idea. Keep Abraham out of trouble. We'll just sick the broom on him whenever he tries to venture away.
Right?
You're just gonna side glance me with the
We'll have
broom
an attack broom.
like when I start doing something like Abraham.
Abraham, how many times do you have to teach this lesson, old man? My God.
The broom was MVP. Look at
At the beginning of the next session, you will all be level 2.
Yay.
Yeah, nice.
And I will dance at the next session since I didn't do it at this one. I'll do it at the next one.
We will start next session with Tony dancing.
Yeah, I
for
will
your
do I
pleasure.
will do it, and I'll be dressed up in my dungeon master outfit, and I'll dance and sing.
So
Yes, I
make
will.
sure, guys, that you tune in next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the 3rd act of Death House.
Yeah.
Maybe the final? Who knows?
And thank you for all our new followers, and thank you for our new subscribers tonight. We really appreciate
One
that.
thing I do need to let you guys know.
Go ahead, Rich.
You will be leveling up. You gain immediate access to any features of your class, but you do not gain a long rest. Your maximum hit points go up to their new total, but you do not gain any hit points. You do not gain any of your spell slots, even if you have access to them, until you complete a long rest.
So I don't think anybody is less than max right now. So, like, say we are at 10 and then we go up to 13. Just hypothetical.
You're
do
still
we
at 10
go up to
total hit points
Okay.
with a maximum of 13.
That was the clarification I needed.
Yeah.
So.
And since nobody has used any of their healing surges, or sorry, this isn't 4th edition, since nobody has used any of their hit dice, you will regain maximum healing for the number of hit dice you have if you were out of health. If you look in the homebrew rules, the way it works is if you were out and about and you were level 6, you'd have 6 hit dice. If you use 3 of those hit dice through the course of short rests through the day, or through any other abilities or features that would allow you to do so, such as a healer's kit, when your long rest happened, you would only regain maximum hit points for the 3 remaining hit dice you had. And then upon completion of the long rest, you regain all of your hit dice. I will explain that more in detail in the chat for you guys.
I think I got it. Yeah, so that's it for the day.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for the new subscribers. Appreciate it. Thank you for the new followers, Patreon as well. And look, even if you can't subscribe, you know it's hard with COVID. We understand that. But just coming here and watching us helps us out. You know, it gets us support and gets us closer to getting to be partners with Twitch here. So thank you very much for just coming and watching. Like I said in the beginning, we also play. Tomorrow is the Baldur's Gate, where I play Baldur's Gate 3 solo with my ranger, and Thursday is multiplayer Baldur's Gate with some other people. All a full boat, 4 people playing. And then this coming Saturday is the good team with the Dwarven Forge terrain. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we do all types of Dungeons and Dragons stuff on this channel, from virtual tabletop with Foundry with Rich as the DM. Go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry.
And before we sign off, I am going to have each of the players in turn share their own social media, as this is primarily a stream for smaller TikTok creators. I want everyone to be able to share their TikTok handles, their Twitter handles, their Twitch handles if they play on Twitch.
Yeah, put that,
that
in
way
the
everyone
chat.
can know. Feel free to type them in the chat as well as let everyone know, and just let people know what kind of content you make.
Yeah, put it
So
in the chat
let's
so
go
everybody
down
can
the
see
line
it.
and let everyone know. So I know last week we didn't have a chance for 1 or 2 of the players to share their information. So I would like for everyone at this time to just go ahead and rattle off who you are, who you play, and what kind of content you make on TikTok, if any.
I'm Chrysadara, Crystalline. This is my son Fox. He's most of my content, him, and also our kitty cats and makeup and silly stories. I'm at Violin Tides, and I'm polyamorous, pansexual, gamer. I'm a cutting edge mythic tank in World of Warcraft, and I play a lot of Phasmophobia on my Twitch also.
Okay,
I'll go.
next.
I'm Blue Jay. I am Hacker Voice 13 on TikTok, just Hacker Voice on Twitter, then Treelamp 185 on Twitch. I haven't streamed in a long time, but I play like Overwatch, ESO, stuff like that.
Okay, next.
I'm Gibbous. I'm on TikTok at Gibbous Rage. I do random kink, nerd, and cosplay content. And I post almost every day.
Mari, Henry.
Yeah, I'm Henry. You can find me at transjarlaxle, same as my my Twitch username on TikTok. I post my cat and my stupid opinions, and sometimes I dress up. So
Most recently, Henry taught us how to make a cute little at-home macchiato. I am Rich. I am Strahd-Foundry on TikTok, and I am DM Sadistic on Twitter. You will primarily find me streaming here, but my TikTok is primarily reaction videos, D&D content. I'm about to start doing some more story times, talking about other parties, other adventures I've been on, and if you happen to post any content regarding Barovia or Strahd himself, there is a very strong chance that you may find me in the comments section harassing both you and your followers. I also play in the evil party for Nerdbauchery every other every other Friday. Here on Twitch, I play a grave cleric by the name of Selenar, and they are unrelenting in the ways that they show their party that they don't really care about them.
No, they're cruel to each other. They committed a murder last session, and luckily, because Cutter rolled so good, they got away with it.
And we are going to eventually convince our dear Kaylin here to create a TikTok and start making content, as well as Tony.
Yeah, I'm going to make a TikTok.
He's going to be making a Nerdbauchery TikTok where you get to see all of the different Dwarven Forge builds that he's done. We'll make sure to put clips from some of our videos up there for you guys to see our content. And you'll be able to contact us through Twitch, TikTok as well as our other socials to hire us to do private sessions for you and your party, whether it is an interactive experience with all of the Dwarven Forge terrain that Tony has set up, any of the specialty one-shots he or I run, or if you would like me to run a specialized game one-shot using Foundry with interactive maps and soundscapes and things of that nature, we are able to be contacted privately and we will discuss all of that with you.
Yeah, so
But I would like to thank all of you for joining us for Curse of Strahd. This is the beginning of what will be a very long, or depending on the player's actions, very short campaign.
oh that I don't like the way you said that. I really don't.
It all falls on your action.
But yeah, what Rich said, yeah,
Just
we
stay
offer,
away from the brooms.
as Nerdbauchery, we offer professional, we offer private, virtual games. We're also going to be doing GaryCon. We've been featured at Dream Nation, so we've gone to some conventions. We do the convention stuff. Rich actually went to the Dream Nation with me. So yeah, we do a lot of stuff. There's going to be also, like I said, podcast coming. We'll be talking more about Dungeons and Dragons and all the stuff we'll be doing. And please just check us out, continue to support us, and watch our stuff. That's what we're here doing, just trying to give you all some really cool Dungeons and Dragons stuff through all different types of medium. And obviously, watch our TikTokers up here. I don't TikTok yet. I'm one of those old people. I say I don't do the TikTok. I'm going to start doing it because everybody says I should, and obviously it's something that is really out there and it's social, so I need to start doing it. All right, thanks. Is there anything anybody else wants to say?
One last thing I do want to share. As you will see in some of the promotional videos that are floating around TikTok currently of this stream, we are a small group of small TikTok creators, but the D&D TikTok community is very large, and there are going to be special guests that anyone that goes through D&D TikTok would recognize instantly. That will be coming into play as guest characters and NPCs. If you go back and watch our first session, you will see that the party actually started their adventure in the Lucky Griffin, also known as Quincy's Tavern, with Quincy himself manning the bar. And if you look in here, you see Eldritch Author is hiding out in our chat. He is an up-and-coming TikTok content creator as well. And I have no doubt in my mind that at some point in the future, that maniac will be joining in on the chaos that is here.
He's sneaking around our channel.
Look forward to that.
Slinking around. Author's slinking.
Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for coming in week after week. I know in these rough times with everything that's going on and the crazy landscape of the world that we're in, it's nice to have an escape.
Oh,
and the fact that you choose on a Sunday evening to come and watch a horror-themed D&D campaign setting filled with death and suffering and unrepentant monsters, and that's just the players.
Sounds like 2020.
It means a lot to us.
That's just like the year 2020.
We love your support.
All right. Death and unrelenting monsters. 2020 all over you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead.
Just remember, all will be well.
Yeah. I'm going to check us out here. Bye-bye. See everybody later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.